smoked another to the face, yeah. She wanna stay. Singing to your bitch like I was Drake, yeah.
Don't just try to tell me you love me. Can't keep it real if you really don't trust me. Come with a real, you hip in the front, so you get my meals. I'm gunning for the money in the bank. Come on with a dank, scrolling in the tank, rolling with the gang. You sitting out on the sideline tripping, I go to the hole with the rock like Pippin.
Yeah. I'm okay.
What up, though, and welcome back to the Woodward Heavyweights live on WoodwardSports.com. I'm your boy Eazy, joined by my man Spin More Racks.
What up, though?
You got your Chris in the TV booth, JB Smooth the ones and twos, and I want to appreciate you guys for tapping in with us. Last night, a couple events went down. One in particular that's been all over headlines, and that's the one of Damar Hamlin, of the Buffalo Bills. You're more aware of the medical situation that went down with that one, and I don't want to talk about it too long because you can only talk about that so much, and it's kind of awkward to speak on in general. But
yeah, I mean, it was a really scary situation. He went into cardiac arrest on the field. They administered CPR for upwards of 9 minutes, brought out the defibrillator, got his heart back started, got a pulse back, but he wasn't breathing on his own, so they took him to the hospital, and he's been in critical condition. We do have a statement from his family. It says, from the family of Damar Hamlin, on behalf of our family, we want to express our sincere gratitude for the love and support shown to Damar during this challenging time. We are deeply moved by the prayers, kind words, and donations from fans around the country. We also want to acknowledge the dedicated first responders and healthcare professionals at the University of Cincinnati Medical Center who have provided exceptional care for Damar. We feel so blessed to be a part of the Buffalo Bills organization and have their support. We also want to thank Coach Taylor and the Bengals for everything they've done. Your generosity and compassion means the world to us. Please keep Damar in your prayers. We will release updates as soon as we have them. Thank you, the Hamlin family. So, yeah, it's still a very, very, very scary situation. Never seen anything like that in a football game before.
never in my entire life, I think. I've seen guys pass out, right? I've seen guys in actual games I've played pass out like that, but
and you've seen, like Savion Smith.
Yes.
Had the ambulance take him off the field this year for the Detroit Lions, but never anything where you're fearing for a man's life or his heart stops on the field.
And then that's what it was, the difference for me was, seeing his teammates and their reactions. That was, I guess what hit home or took it away from sport for me. But I want to bring it back to sports because I am not a doctor. I don't want to speak on that for too long. But it does have to do with a little bit of injury. Marvin Bagley, a hand injury. Did it say how long he'd be out for?
No, it just said an extended period of time. He's I'm not sure how long that is, but yeah, Woj dropped the bomb today that he's going to be missing an extended period of time for the Pistons. So probably going to see a lot of Nerlens Noel minutes. Obviously, Jalen Duren's going to have a bigger role, more minutes, and Nerlens Noel will be the big off the bench. So we'll see how that goes.
Now, when he got signed to that, it's $12 million a year, right? Marvin Bagley. I was never tripping over it. I feel like $12 million in the NBA it's not a lot. 26 in the NBA is not a lot. I mean, you look at the max guys; they're getting upwards of $50 million nowadays. How did you feel about the contract? And I guess now looking back at it, because this is the second time getting hurt this year. And
Marvin Bagley?
He's had injury issues before.
It is what it is. Yeah, he has injury issues, and you'd hope he could stay healthy. But for bigger guys like that, man, they always seem to be riddled with injuries.
But this is a hand. Usually it's the foot,
ankle,
the knee. Yeah, this is his hand.
Yeah,
the knee at the beginning.
I'm not sure exactly what happened and how he got injured, but what are you going to do?
Yeah, I wasn't really tripping over the contract. I actually was going to ask, too, and, this is, a little bit more shittier to say, but at this point, do you even care? You know what I'm saying? The Pistons,
at this point,
I'm watching, I'm watching the young guys, but...
you want them to be healthy, but hopefully it's nothing too serious.
Yeah.
Get them out there, but, no, it doesn't affect the Pistons season all that much.
You got anything on that one, Chris?
No, I mean, in the grand scheme of things, it really doesn't affect anything, but... you do want to see him healthy because you do want to see him mesh with this young core, and you want to see him, how he fits down the line. So it does kind of matter in the sense that, he is a rotation player, and this team needs rotation players very badly. So, I mean, it makes sense in that. As long as he's healthy next year, because obviously we all know what this season is for the Pistons. So now it's about next year. But 2 injuries in 1 year that caused significant time is a little bit of concern, but like you said, the deal's not a big chunk of your cap, so it is what it is. You took a nice gamble on a former top 2 pick.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I mean, again, $12 million is not that much in today's NBA. Keeping it in the NBA, we got a lot to talk about in this intro. But real quick, briefly, 71.
Yeah, Spider Mitchell went off for 71 last night.
The Knicks got to be sick, man.
Yeah,
he wanted to become a Knick.
Should have been a Piston.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Pistons should have drafted him over Luke Kennard. But, that's impressive, man. He's one of 2 active players in the NBA who have scored 70-plus points in a game. It's him and Devin Booker. And, it's crazy. Jeff Ifrady, the haired Jeff Ifrady, which is a little weird. I thought dude was going bald, but, we'll talk about that later.
So,
yeah.
Come home, Jeff. Come on home, brother.
It's
Come on home.
Kobe Bryant. Sorry, distracted. Kobe Bryant, Devin Booker, and Donovan Mitchell are 3 players that have scored, 70-plus points. So,
yeah.
And they were all shooting guards and all drafted 13th in the NBA draft.
That's insane.
Yeah.
That is crazy.
Yeah.
I do want to
draft a shooting guard 13. He's going to score 70 points in his career. Monty Bates.
Honestly, that falls in line with the 12%. No, I'm just kidding. But that is a crazy stat. I mean, you're on pace there for something crazy.
It's like a Tim Kirkjian stat.
I want to say something too, and I get he's a Michigander. I do want to show all love, and he actually probably may play for the Pistons one day, or I'm sure there's like some type of desire to play for the Pistons. But Devin Booker, 71, felt like there was a lot of free throws, a lot of like cherry picks in that one. This guy, 27 to 34, 64%. 7 of 15 from 3. That's at 46%. Like, he was actually like balling. All due respect to Devin, but like this is a different kind of 71.
Yeah.
You're forgetting the craziest part about this, and the fact that he had 11 assists and 8 rebounds. He was 2 rebounds away from a 70-point triple-double.
Yeah.
That is quite literally Spencer when he's rolling with Marvin Bagley in 2K.
Yeah. Honestly, those were the numbers I was putting up with Marvin Bagley.
What was Kobe's lineup?
Legit.
I know he had a double at least. Yeah, when he dropped to 81.
I don't think he did.
All I know is he's giving Jalen Rose that
I'll
work.
tell you right
look it
now.
up.
Yeah, Jamie, can you pull that up?
I got you.
Kobe Bryant, 81 points. Let me see. I got the box score right here. Where is he? 81 points. No, oh my God, only 2 assists.
Yeah, I knew it wasn't more than 3.
Wow.
Yeah.
For some reason, I thought he had a couple assists in there too. I guess not.
Who was he passing to on that Lakers team?
I mean, Lamar was there.
Was he?
Yeah, Lamar played in that game. I'm looking at the box score right now.
Ronnie Turio.
Lamar had 8 points that day.
Smush Parker.
Smush Parker.
Was it Smush Parker the second leading scorer in that game?
Yeah,
for the
13.
Lakers? Yeah, nice.
That's so crazy. Kobe had 81. The next guy on the roster had 13.
I do want to bring it to some. This is like bigger news, and you guys know at this point I'm not the biggest hockey guy. I'll tune in here and there, and I do like when I watch. I am immersed in it. It is a fantastic sport to watch. But Jacob Vrana was like one of my favorite guys to watch. The dude's an absolute sniper. We were kind of hyped today talking about all the guys possibly coming back between like Fabry, Vrana, and I didn't even know Burt was coming back.
Yeah.
I didn't even know. I thought he was out for the season.
Yeah, he's scheduled to come back like next week. He's just like a week away.
But Vrana put on waivers today.
Vrana was put on waivers today, and in the
you seem to have gotten like
NHL,
sad ever since the news came out too.
I mean, kind of sucked. I was expecting him back soon, but they said he needed to, extend his rehab stint and his conditioning. And in the NHL, there's kind of unwritten rules where GMs will call other GMs and be like, yo, don't fucking touch my guy. Put him on waivers. Don't fucking touch him. And there's only, 1, 2, 3, 4 teams that could even make a waiver claim to sign Vrana this year. And that would be Arizona, Buffalo, Anaheim, and Chicago. And I'm sure if Stevie Y did this, he called those other teams and was like, listen, you guys pick him up off waivers, I'm taking the best player off your roster in a trade that you're not going to know what's happening. So, everybody fears the wrath of Steve Yzerman, and I'm sure that he contacted the other guys, and he went out there and made it happen. But, yeah, it sucks to see Vrana go on waivers, that's for sure.
Yeah, it's like, because what was he, $5 million if he got picked up?
Yeah,
for somebody?
5.5. Or it's like 5.25.
I'm wishing... I guess, like, why? Because he needs to be conditioned?
He's not, he wasn't ready to come back and join the team. His conditioning wasn't there. They put him in a 3-game conditioning stint in Grand Rapids, and he wasn't making the progress that they wanted to see, so they had to...
I hate unwritten rules like that, by the way, too.
Yeah.
What would you do if I did it? What?
You don't want to anger Steve Yzerman.
But what is he going to do?
He's going to take the best player off your team in a trade that you never saw coming.
It's not even like a real thing. That's like
That's
a mythical...
what happens.
But like for it to be an unwritten rule, you know what I'm saying? Like, who are any of those teams in the playoffs or like close? Is Anaheim any good? I know they got like a good young core.
Yeah, they're all right, but they're not great.
But their GM actually was Stevie Y's right hand man. I can't think of his name off the top of my head.
Chicago sucks.
That should be a segment.
Buffalo's all right. Chicago sucks.
It'll be fun.
And Arizona's a complete laughing stock. They play in a college arena, so.
Yeah, I guess I don't. If there truly is an unwritten rule, I'm not aware of because I'm not a hockey guy. I don't know a lot about hockey. I certainly don't know enough to criticize Stevie Y of all people. I wasn't obviously a fan of this because it would suck to lose Ronald. That is one of the guys I do like to watch when he does play. And I don't know how much of his history makes teams probably stay away. I don't know. Does he have any like history with what was speculated around him beforehand?
I don't know. I don't know what was speculated around him beforehand, so
you didn't?
Can't really comment on that.
I don't want to be the one to say it.
Yeah, you shouldn't.
Dude plays hockey.
He does.
I hate to be the one to break the news to you guys, but dude plays hockey. No, but wishing well for him, and Stevie Y knows what he's doing, so I'm not really tripping. But that was definitely a shock of the day for me, at least. You've seen you have lost some life out of you too after that happened.
No, I'm just tired.
Oh, you want some drugs?
No, I'm good.
You sure?
Yeah.
I'll give you a discount.
I don't need any.
First one's free.
It's okay. And then they keep coming back for more. I'm all good.
All right, now the final topic before we go to break. We gotta get this one in. Chris's hair.
Yes.
We complimented on you on it, and you're like, no, this ain't even the best, and we're telling you what you think is the best. Just ain't it. That was the point.
Well,
of us letting you know.
Because honestly, I haven't done that in like a year or 2 years, so you haven't seen it. You haven't seen it.
So can you do it tomorrow for us in the audience?
Yeah, I got you, but I'm gonna be doing a lot of stuff in the morning, so it probably will be a mess by the time I get in. You know how it gets. You
just pulled that when you and the wife you're supposed to smash later on that night. She's like, I got a headache.
Yeah.
Oh, I ate too much.
Yeah.
Oh, I got a shit.
Just not in the mood.
Yeah, I'm just not in the mood.
No, I got you on Thursday or Friday. Either day.
Have you guys ever pulled that on a girl?
What? Oh, I'm not in the mood?
Yeah.
No.
I did. I tried. Bitch was like,
it's my money and I need it now.
I was like, this is gross, bitch. I ain't showered.
Had a long day at work. Wasn't really feeling it.
All right, sorry.
And then Dana White situation happened.
Oh my God, how did we miss that one?
Yeah, I don't know. You want to talk about? I thought that's what you were going to say.
Yeah, that was what I was the most excited to talk about. Yeah. That's the crazy part.
Dana White slapped the shit out of his wife.
Yeah, he did. We were talking about meat, so maybe if you want to talk about meat, we come back and talk about Dana White stuff. I don't know. Pat McAfee talking shit to Detroit Lions fans.
Yeah,
we got lots to talk about. I mean, we can sneak it in. We got a minute. Yeah. Dana White's a bitch. I mean, that's the end game. Flat out. It's you don't put your hands on a woman. There's no scenario or reason where you would put your hands on a woman, and if you there's just as a man, right? You're supposed to be stronger. If you're dating a bigger bitch than you, that's your problem. I don't know why you're doing that in the first place. Mm-hmm. But that's why you train a jiu-jitsu or I don't know. You're stronger. You should be able to grab him at least or something like that. Yeah, especially Dana White. Dude, you're the head of the UFC.
Yeah.
It's just a bad look, man. I always love the UFC.
Dana White should have hired someone to hit his wife.
Exactly. No, man. But you had the Greg Hardy situation. You know what I'm saying? He signed Greg Hardy after he beat the shit out of his girlfriend and threw on a pile of guns, and people were really critical of that situation, especially because he was new to fighting. It wasn't like he was experienced or good enough to pull on a card, and then he put on the same card as Rachel Ostovich, who her husband went to prison for beating her up, and I don't know, man. It's just a bad look, man. The UFC, they've always become free reign. That's one of the things I love about it is you have a Colby Covington who says stuff that's would be cancelable if it was any other sport. You know what I'm saying? You cannot say the type of stuff these MMA fighters say. There's open racists in the UFC, but Dana's well, guess what? This Saturday you get to watch that guy get punched in the face. Yeah. And that was always a sell of it, but when he does something like this, it's just such a bad look. The partner with ESPN and Disney, I gotta wonder what comes out of that situation. I don't know, man. Dana White's definitely a full-fledged piece of shit, but in a way I looked up to him because of what he built.
No, Dana White, it's a terrible situation. You saw it. He was in the club, and he slapped his wife a couple times across the face, and you just can't do anything like that.
You can't.
It's a terrible move. You look like a straight-up bitch. As quick as you got to break it down, it just looks awful, and maybe his wife divorces him and takes half of his money. They released a joint apology, and nothing like this has ever happened before.
He's holding her behind the bag.
He's got Amanda Nunez standing behind her. Just write that shit. No, but it's just terrible, man. It's terrible. And
tell us about the butchery.
I will. I'll tell you about the meat. The official meat supplier of the Woodward Sports Network is the butchery. You can call 248-682-2697. Yes, 248-682-COWS, or move on over and order online at thebutcherysl.com. Shipping included for Woodward Sports customers. The Butchery, meats, eats, and treats. Sandwiches to die for. Wagyu meats and artisan breads inspired by the legend Chef Dave. Only the best of the best for our meat-loving customers. An old-school butcher shop from a new-school perspective.
The only sports network in Detroit that starts with a W. You know, because we win. Woodward Sports, Detroit's winning sports network.
As chilly weather approaches, Big Boy's got the perfect comfort meals for you. Try our hearty classic meatloaf or our creamy Cajun chicken Alfredo. These will be sure to leave you craving for more. How about breakfast? Our stuffed potato pancakes are back with our lumberjack, blockbuster, and Santa Fe Garden. These potato pancakes will definitely fill you up. Whether it's for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, come stock up on the perfect comfort meal today. We'll see you soon at Big Boy.
My name is Lee. I've lost 35 pounds on the Custom Health Center program. So the three biggest benefits that I've gotten from this program has been I'm not snoring anymore, I have a lot of energy, it's great, and oh, by the way, look at this. No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm just kidding.
Call us at 844-789-THIN or visit CustomHealthCenters.com for a free consultation and get started for as little as $5 a day.
You have an opinion? Make sure it's seen and heard. Corner, jumper. Tweet us, hop on the YouTube chat, slide in the DMS at Woodward Sports on all social media.
The Foaling Warehouse in Hamtramck is the home of the original football bowling pin game called Foaling. Multiple different ways you can play. They've got $12 open unlimited play and private lane reservation for $120. If you get thirsty, they got a $2 mystery beer vending machine and multiple fully loaded bars for you to choose from. So make sure you go check them out in Hamtramck or visit them online at foalingwarehouse.com.
So we're coming from a franchise that has no wins ever about anything.
Yep.
And that whole thing. That is why I think I took it a little differently. Like, really? Okay. But Lions fans, their tweets to me, keep them coming. Because we're live on Monday.
Definitely.
And I assume you guys are going to win. You guys are a team of destiny right now.
That's right.
Okay, I assume you will. And all will be good. We'll be lucky to talk about the playoff bond, same old Lions. That'll be fun.
Can't wait. Yeah. And if not.
And if they win, him doing everything else that he had to do. Not, by the way, this is not MCDC turning us down.
No, right.
No. A lot of people saying, oh, MCDC didn't want to come on the show. Sorry about it or whatever. It's like, I don't even think MCDC knew that we asked.
Right. There's no way. There's no way.
Low-hanging fruit. That's Pat McAfee.
Seems real hurt about it.
It's weird, man. First and foremost, what up, though? Welcome back to Woodward Heavyweights live on WoodwardSports.com. I'm your boy Eazy, joined by my man Spin More Racks.
What up, though?
We got young Chris in the TV booth. Chris, put the camera on you real quick.
Okay. I see it.
I want the people to see. I want the people to see. This is not.
The headphones did the
Yeah. JB Smooth's in the booth.
And you said this is the best I could do with my hair.
It's the best we've seen it. Yeah, 100%. It's
100%.
It's kind of like Pat McAfee's.
Oh my God.
Which, like you said, what are we doing, Pat? You're supposed to be like the cool guy. Maybe he's playing too much into like a wrestling heel role. I know he's a big like WWE guy, but like. Bro, they said no because he was busy.
Yeah.
And you're whining like a little bit. Pat, I've emailed you to come on my show, and you didn't even respond to me, brother. Like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
Dan Campbell, as the head coach, his first time being a head coach outside of like an interim head coach, is on the verge of making his first playoff berth. This is the youngest team in the NFL, playing their first primetime game of the season with the playoffs on the line against a two-time Super Bowl MVP. I'm sorry, two-time, maybe four-time MVP in Aaron Rodgers, a Super Bowl champion, a Super Bowl MVP too. Like, he's busy, bud. Yeah. He's prepping for the biggest game of his life as head coach.
And like he said, he said it wasn't Dan Campbell that turned him down. It was the Lions organization, and it wasn't that they said no. It was how they said no, because they said no. He's already very busy. Happy New Year. And he's getting real butthurt about it. And I don't understand why. It's like, sorry, Pat, you don't get everything you want, man. I know you're the YouTube darling, the media sensation. I like your stuff. I like your show a lot, but sometimes you don't get what you want. You don't got to act like a spoiled kid about it. You really don't. You don't got to throw shots and go back to saying the same old Lions because your butt hurt. They turned you down, man. It's all right. Your show's going to be fine. You're going to do great things still. FanDuel's still cutting you checks. It's all right, Pat. No need to get butthurt about it, buddy.
I just don't get it. And then if I'm not, I could be mistaken. It sounded like they read out like the statement verbatim at a certain point. And there was nothing like...
It was it's not like the Detroit Lions were like, oh, eat shit, Pat McAfee, we're not doing anything for you. They said he's very busy. He has a lot of already, things that he's doing. Happy New Year. And Pat was mad because they didn't say like, we can't get to it, we'll reschedule sometime next week. That's not their job to reschedule an interview for your show. If you want him again, reach out again next week. That's what happens, man. You get turned down sometimes. Get over it.
Not a big deal at all. Yeah. And I guess one of the reasons he said it, like he was upset, is because they don't typically shoot their shots. But like, you really sound like the guy who asked out the ugly girl at school to the dance because you waited too long. Like you literally asked him today, by the way. Like you admitted it yourself.
Yeah.
You waited too long. You asked out the ugly girl to the dance, and she told you no, and now you're mad about it, and now you're trashing her. But you look. I'm not trying to trash Pat because I do.
I like Pat McAfee a lot.
Pat.
I like Pat McAfee a lot. I like Evan Foxy a lot. I like the
Foxy disappointed me too. Why just letting him trash Campbell like that?
He didn't trash Campbell. He trashed the Lions organization.
He's like, well, Campbell did an interview today on some radio station. Yeah, that's the flagship radio station of the Detroit Lions.
They have scheduled
that every single week.
Like Aaron Rodgers has a scheduled interview on Pat McAfee every week, like he had today. That's what Dan Campbell has with that radio station, is a scheduled interview every week. So I don't know. It's like I said, I like Pat. I like the show. It's a great show. But man, he's coming off a little spoiled.
Emotional damage.
Straight up.
Facts.
Yeah, he's got his feelings hurt.
For a fan base who's never won nothing. Keep calling me a bitch. Keep doing it.
Yeah. He's like, keep coming at me on Twitter. We'll be here Monday.
Yeah. Quit acting like a bitch then, and you won't get called a bitch.
Literally.
Yeah.
It is very weird behavior by a guy who typically seems cool. Like he has a level head on his shoulders. He's sounding a little sick today. Maybe he's. I really don't know what it is.
I don't know.
But it makes me want the Lions to win so much more.
Yeah.
Now.
It's just keep hating, keep down. And
100%.
they were saying like they're the only show nationally. He did say like outside of Detroit that talks about the Lions.
I'm glad you brought that
on
up.
a regular basis. It's like, I don't know if you haven't been watching any other media show. They've all been talking. Scott Van Pelt talks about the Lions a lot.
Well, he was
Mina Kimes and obviously Dan Orlovsky. They talk about the Lions a lot. Like I understand. No, I'm very, very happy to see Pat McAfee and them bring the Lions into the national spotlight. Bring them, give them a lot of shine, rightfully so, for what they've been doing. But it's not. They were on Hard Knocks, man. It's like the national media knows about the Lions now.
Yeah, I think he was referring to like at points before they were the media darling. But even then, as somebody who like does this, like we work within the space. Before I was even like on stage, my first like kind of foot in the door to like prove myself to Woodward was maintain the YouTube channel. I helped take it from like 2000 to I think it was like 26, 27 when I stopped. And I know, like, I look at the numbers across the board because you want to copy the leaders, like, in the industry. Pat McAfee is I'd say the leader in digital,
sure,
like sports media in terms of like what we're trying to do, like in front of a mic every day for like 2 or 3 hours. Detroit Lions do numbers, and especially if you're an outlet like Pat McAfee, like kudos to him, you are the only one. But you're obviously doing it again because it did numbers. You know what I'm saying? Like you're literally clipping your Lions segments, and like. You're kind of like, you like to be funny too, so obviously it's easy to make fun of the Lions, but like, don't pretend like it was like as a favor. You know what I'm saying? Like, Lions fans do numbers. We show out. We've been sold out the past 2 games. I mean, you hear it. And Dan Campbell talked about it this week, and after they whooped the Chicago Bears' ass, man, we love those fans.
You're not going to do anything if it's not benefiting your show. You're not going to go up there and talk about stuff that doesn't do numbers. And you're right, the Lions do numbers. But it's very I don't know. It might be a bit. It might be a thing to rile up, to get more interactions, to get more clips. But he did seem a little salty about it. A little salty about it. And like I said, this is hate week as Michigan and Ohio State. This is hate week for the Detroit Lions.
100%.
Against Aaron Rodgers' dumbass and the Green Bay Packers. This is hate week. I hate the Packers more than I hate any other professional franchise in all of sports. I hate the Packers. I hate Aaron Rodgers. And I want to see James Houston and Aiden Hutchinson behead Aaron Rodgers on Lambeau Field and carry him through the streets of Green Bay. It's like Conor McGregor said. I'm going to cut your head off and carry you through the streets of Rio de Janeiro, and they're going to declare it a national fucking holiday. It's
such
like
a bar, dude.
Like, that's what I want out of this defense. That's what I want out of this game. I want, even if Seattle wins, I want the Lions to go in there and take the soul out of Aaron Rodgers and his playoff aspirations. That's what I want. It's hate week. Aaron Rodgers, the Green Bay Packers, they can suck my dick.
Whoa!
I don't care about any of them. I don't care about their fans. I don't care about the team. I don't care about any of them. Give me Aaron Rodgers with the playoffs on the line. I want to see the defense go crazy.
I do want to see the defense go crazy.
And that being said, very nervous.
I know.
It's still as much as I hate the guy, I respect him for the caliber of quarterback that he is and what he can do and what he has done to the Lions for the majority of his career. So very nervous, but this is what you want. This is what you want. This is where you want to see your young team, your young head coach, your young assistant coaches tested at the biggest stage of your NFL season.
Yeah, and another point that you made too, we were back there because I didn't know that Aaron Rodgers Tuesday was a thing today, and so we hit the Twitter sphere. Twitter sphere is starting to work as a search engine now too, which is pretty dope. But we type in Aaron Rodgers to see if he's on Pat McAfee, and Spinny and I are back there, and there's some nasty highlights, man. But from the past 2 weeks, I'm maybe a little bit nervous. So later on in the show, we will be discussing if we truly fear the Green Bay Packers in this win and in matchup on primetime television, and also. Yesterday I did put a certain YouTuber in a body bag with facts. It is on the Woodward Heavyweights channel if you guys want to check that out after the show.
He called you a bully in the chat today.
He came through? He was in the chat?
Yeah, and...
Oh, yeah.
Was in the
one
chat.
of his burners.
One of his burners.
Dude, that was so funny. We got caught up on the burner. But I do have a scenario in which I believe the Detroit Lions can win a Super Bowl with Jared Goff. Matter of fact, that's actually next. Talk about SMAs when we get to this thing.
I will tell you about SMA because if you're Aaron Rodgers and you lose to the Lions to miss the playoffs, you might need somebody to talk to. You might need somebody to talk to anyways because you're a nutcase. But we have that place for you. That is the Sports Marketing Agency, or SMA. They help spread awareness about mental health and substance abuse. Their new podcast, This is the S Word, helps fight the stigma about seeking help. If you or someone you know is struggling, head to thesportsma.com and get the help you deserve.
Love Woodward Sports? Love wearing clothes? Then you should be wearing Woodward Sports clothes. Check out our full line of merch at woodwardsports.com. Just click on Shop. We have all your favorite designs, like Dan Campbell kneecaps, Beverly Hills Goff, Woodward Golf, and of course, our own logoed out merchandise. Men, women, infants, kids all love Woodward Sports. Impress your friends. Impress your boss. Impress your dog. Buy Woodward Sports merch today.
Introducing the Planet Fitness Guide to getting that post-workout glow. Step 1. What's your why? More epic energy? Better sleep? Blow off steam? Step 2. Join Planet Fitness for just $10 a month and get moving in our clean and spacious clubs. Step 3. Bask in that post-workout glow. Join Planet Fitness today for just $10 a month.
Join today at any of the 50-plus Detroit area locations.
Get a shot up. This is for the win. All of Detroit's sports teams live on Woodward. All of Detroit's sports coverage lives on Woodward Sports. Driving the best in Detroit sports coverage.
What up, though? Downtown Detroit's all decked out this holiday season with the return of the Cadillac Lodge in Monroe Street Midway. The Midway is a giant slide, winter bumper cars, and an indoor arcade, plus you can grab drinks at the Lodge before or after games. Shop, eat, and play downtown all winter long with DeckedOutDetroit.com. What up, though? Welcome back to the Woodward Heavyweights live on WoodwardSports.com. I'm your boy Eazy, joined by my man Spin Rex.
What up, though?
We got young Chris in the TV booth. Messed up. I'm kidding here. Fine. JB Smooth, the ones and twos. I can't speak on hair, by the way. That's why I wear this super cool hat. But
it is a
before
nice
we went to break, I teased a scenario in which I believe the Detroit Lions could possibly win a Super Bowl with Jared Goff. And I know I'm a residential Goff hater of Woodward Sports, as you the people tell it, but truthfully, I've just been like realistic about the matter. I have the 12% rule, Spinny. I sent you the article earlier. I sent it to Flannel Sam today too. If you guys aren't aware of it, I had a body bag, Dennis with it. But since 1995, there hasn't been a single quarterback but one to win a Super Bowl while taking more than 12.2% of the team's salary cap space.
Mm-hmm.
The odds, if you want to win a Super Bowl, it's right there, right? It's not like paint a perfect picture for you on how to get this thing done. But I do have a theory in which the Detroit Lions could do it. But before I get into mine, has that grown into your head at all? Do you think that's a possibility?
I mean, I don't think it's a possibility. I think they can.
Not this year, but just in general.
They could try to do it. I don't think he's the guy that will win you a Super Bowl per se, but if they want to, the things they need to do are obviously take the similar route as the Los Angeles Rams did when they got to a Super Bowl. They need to build a complete team around him. That means addressing the defense, fixing up some things, make sure you have an elite caliber position at every factor, every level of that defense. You need to keep Ben Johnson if you want to do that. Because you see what Ben Johnson's done with Jared Goff this year. He's helped him produce the best year of his career so far. So you definitely need to hold on to him, and you need to get an elite, dynamic running back one.
I'm with you.
You need to get somebody you can turn around and give the ball to 25 times a game, a Todd Gurley-esque player, to bring out the best in Jared Goff. And I don't think it's not impossible, but if you want to get there, I think it's highly unlikely. But if you want to get there, you got to do a lot of the same things that you can do that the Rams did to reach the Super Bowl with him when they had him on his rookie deal.
JB, do you think it's possible?
I mean, it's somewhat. Like I said, the salary cap doesn't really help you all that much, but I agree with Spencer. I think Goff is missing that 1B, I guess you could say, because he's got Amon-Ra, but he just needs that other second piece to help him out a little bit more. They are getting, I guess, a little bit better with building a team around them, especially in that young defense that they have right now, which is very promising too at the same time. So you kind of need maybe just a couple more pieces here and there to actually help, build this team up a little bit more. But I mean, it's possible, it's not unlikely, but like I said, the salary cap is not helping you all that much at all either.
Chris, your opinion doesn't matter. Don't even. I'm kidding. You want to say, what up?
I was gonna say that it is very slim, but it's possible because he is. I mean, if you just look at the numbers, he's playing amongst the best of his career. So, I do think this version of Jared Goff, the veteran version that's been around the league more, is better than the Rams version that he was when he was a rookie. But again, all the same things still exist. He's still, not necessarily the game winner, the one that can go out there and make the play, rally around and win the game. What I'm trying to say is he's not that Matthew Stafford.
He's not that guy.
Yeah. He's not
nice
that
like that.
He's not that guy, pal. But he is better, and he did get to the Super Bowl on his rookie contract. So I guess, if you put a percent on it, 3%, 5%. So it's not impossible, but it's very unlikely.
I see a couple people in the Woodward Sports chat trying to dismiss the 12% rule, and we were going to open the lines at the top of the hour or the bottom of the hour, which we still could do whatever you want to do, Spinny. But I'm kind of curious, how you're going to dismiss that one. I just don't know.
I am going to dismantle this argument. Hypothetically, if you draft the best quarterback that has ever existed, would you pay him more than 12%?
After your 4 years of magically not winning the Super Bowl with the best quarterback to ever exist.
Yeah.
I think there is a route to win the Super Bowl with Jared Goff, and it's actually, I agree with you. It's with the scenario you painted out. Mm-hmm. And you initially say, you can't build that type of team with the salary situation the Detroit 100%. Lions have. But Brad Holmes does have these extra draft picks. And correct me if I'm wrong, and I didn't I don't even know how to do the research for this one, but I can't think of a team that has been in a situation like the Detroit Lions where they have a GM who, I don't want to say he's batting 1,000, but damn near batting 1,000.
Damn near.
You know what I'm saying? He's killing it, batting 750.
Yeah.
You know, Brad Holmes is knocking it out of the park. You have a offensive coordinator that's also like a super genius.
Yes.
And then you have the extra draft capital going along with it. Like the team that Jared Goff went to the Super Bowl with was in fact a super team. Like that's you can't deny that. And that's what happens when you have these quarterbacks again underneath that 12% or on a rookie deal. You can afford to build that super team around them. Look at what the Eagles are doing right now with Jalen Hurts. That's what you're witnessing. That's literally what you saw with Jared Goff. That was a perfect example of it. But if Brad Holmes continues to bat that 1,000. He may be able to, I mean, this is like a long shot, though. This is like on Chris is like 3% chance for sure. But through the draft, 2 firsts, 2 seconds. And if he's, again, the second rounds were kind of, that's probably where he's, not knocking him out the park.
And if he doesn't play Bill Belichick.
That part true. That part too. But, excuse me, I apologize. If Brad Holmes knocks out, the 2 first-round picks, whether it be, and I agree with you, I think you do need to start running back. And I've been on record, on wax, as I used to say, that I think that I would be totally fine if they took a running back with the second first-round pick. Or more, what I want, more, I guess so, is a second-round pick, though, initially. But, I mean, there is a way. That is the route. But then you're hoping on Brad Holmes, again, to bat 1,000, and not for those guys to be like prospects of like what you want them to be, but guys that are going to hit the ground running and contribute like right away.
Yeah.
Especially now, like looking at this team, like that was obviously always a possibility, but it seemed like such a long shot, which it still is a long shot. But you're starting to look at like this team. James Houston, I still can't get over it, guys. The game was 2 days ago, and I still like it's insane. Like this guy was a 6th-round pick. You know what I'm saying? Malcolm Rodriguez, a 6th-round pick. Like next year, they're all going to make a leap in production and being like better players.
Yes.
Like people saying draft defense. Like, look at this defense right now and how proud you are of these young players and know that they're going to get better from this too. Like I think it's becoming more of a reality. It's still a slim, chance, but if I ever wanted to give a Goff gobbler, some ammunition, I mean that's what I tell him.
Yeah, you look at it and like you said, he made it there when he built a super team around him. Unfortunately, Todd Gurley wasn't there in the Super Bowl, and unfortunately, he ran into Bill Belichick, who shut him down in his career. Which Bill Belichick has shut a lot of people down in their careers, but it's tough, man. It's tough. I'd love to see it, but I can't see it in the cards because when in the Super Bowl, in the highest stage, when the play breaks down, when things break down, I just can't see him having that oomph, having that X factor to go out there and make a play happen. To go out there if you got pressure in your face, avoid the rush, get out of the pocket, make a throw down the field. There's things like that in his game that are lacking. Now he's very good at, like Ben Johnson has said, he can make most of the throws that we give to him.
Yeah.
So it's there obviously is a lot of pieces of this offense that are still locked. But for now, like I've said it since he got here, I just don't think he's the guy that'll take you over the hump. The Lions aren't at the hump yet. The Lions aren't winning their division yet. The Lions aren't winning multiple playoff games yet. So as of right now, Jared Goff is a fine piece. As Terry Foster said, he's a fine quarterback.
He's a fine young man.
He plays very fine. And yeah, it is what it is.
We have a. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
There's a slappy that walks around our office, standing about like 6'3", easy to choke out within 2 minutes. I love you, Stick. But he came to us in the heavies room today while we were doing the show prep, and he compared him to Tom Brady. And that sounds insane.
Yeah.
Because you think of Tom Brady, you think of the rings, but like stylistically.
Yeah, he looked at me. He was like, "What does Tom Brady do that Jared Goff doesn't do?" I was like, "Win Super Bowls." He was like, "Oh well." I was like, yeah, I mean he's got a lot. He's got quite a few.
But I guess if you were to make a correlation, what I'm saying?
Like play style, yeah.
But he's not the flashiest guy
Tom Brady
out there.
also
keeps the ball cleaner than Goff has in the past.
This year, Goff has been keeping the ball very
100%.
good. But also, Tom Brady, he's got a good deep ball. And, now that he's getting older, it's falling. Now that he's 45 years old or whatever he is, it's falling off a little bit. But when he was in his prime, hitting those deep balls to Deion Branch and Reggie Wayne, and Randy Moss, and other players like that, he has a very accurate and on-point deep ball for sure. And you even saw it, a flash of it in their last game when he hit Mike Evans with like 3 60-yard touchdown passes.
Yeah.
Like it's Tom Brady had a very good arm. Now it's falling off a little bit because the man is 100 years old and still playing quarterback. But
I feel like even back then,
very, very accurate and reliable.
I feel like a lot of them were like those like little 15-yard. Like I had this discussion actually with Darius Slay, and I used to be. I don't know if Flannel Sam's a Tom Brady hater. I know he's a little bit like a truther like I am, like in terms of like, again, the play style it's not sexy. It doesn't pop off the screen for you, but he makes the right play. And that's what Darius was able to break it down for me when I told him, like, because we had the argument about Patrick Mahomes versus Tom Brady, and I was telling him Patrick Mahomes is better. Because skill set wise, you'd say, for sure, Patrick Mahomes is a better like skill set, but Brady has like the wherewithal, you know what I'm saying, the cerebralness to make the right play.
And make multiple reads. And, in the face of pressure, he doesn't fold or doesn't falter.
Which Goff doesn't do too well at that. But this year,
this has been one of, if not the best year of Jared Goff's career.
His cleanest year for sure.
Yeah.
He's literally setting records in terms of, like, again, passes attempted without throwing an interception. Is this one you want to open the lines to have some discourse with, or do you want to carry on?
I'm down.
All right, I'm going to put the phone number in the chat. We are going to go to break, and Spinny's going to tell you about where Jeff's going to shave his bald head.
Where Jeff's going to have to get his head shaved is obviously at Lady Jane's, because we broadcast live from the headquarters of Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men in Birmingham. Come into Lady Jane's for an award-winning experience and register for a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to win a down payment on your dream home up to $200,000. Lady Jane's open 7 days a week. Walk in anytime, no appointment necessary, because at Lady Jane's, it's wicked awesome.
Make sure you download the Woodward Sports app in the App Store and the Google Play Store today. Take Woodward Sports with you wherever you go and listen live on your phone or mobile device.
The sports marketing agency would not be who we are without great community partners like Higuera Health and Carol Zuniga.
It's an awesome opportunity to partner with your organization. Higuera Health is a comprehensive behavioral health organization. We serve children through older adults with mental health, substance use, and developmental disabilities across Western Wayne counties, and really excited to now be in downriver communities as well. Give us a call at 734-458-4601.
You don't have to go to the beach, man. You don't have to get your butt crack full of sand. You just need a little chili peppers, man, to get that glowing beach chili peppers tan. Woo!
With 26 locations in the Metro Detroit area and more coming, Chili Peppers Tanning is where you'll find the cleanest salons in the D. Join the Pepper Club for the best deals on unlimited tanning. Head to chilipepperstanning.com.
You just need a little chili peppers, man.
We are the network for Detroit by Detroiters. Welcome to the Woodward Sports Network.
Matrix Home Solution is your go-to for any home project. Looking for a new man cave? Maybe a new shrine? They are the basement remodel experts. They also specialize in bathrooms and kitchen. An A+ rating by who? The Better Business Bureau. Call 888-594-8844 or go to matrixhomesolutions.com.
You sound so corny, bro.
Yeah, you do.
I was trying to read it slow. I was really emphasis on not messing it up.
That's fair. I have those moments too. What up, though? Welcome back to the World Heavyweights live on WoodSports.com. I'm your boy Eazy, joined by my man Spinmo Rex. We got young Chris in the TV booth. JB Smooth, the ones and twos, and we're rocking along on a Tuesday. I wouldn't have confessed that theory about Jared Goff, but I got that 12% in my back pocket that I can just whip out any time.
Yeah.
So I am literally handing him the ammunition. You ever seen The Mask with Jim Carrey?
Yeah.
JB, can you turn this music down a little bit? And he's like, they're shooting at him. He's like,
yeah.
That's how I feel like with the 12% rule.
That's fair.
Until someone breaks it. But even if they break it, like Chris said, what was that? 2 out of 28?
Yeah.
Like,
oh, darn.
Oh, dang.
Yeah, you got me.
Odds are ever in your favor.
Well, now it's a trend.
Now it's a trend, yeah.
Chris, will you pin that phone number for anybody who wants to call?
Yep, I got you.
I guess, yeah. I mean, that'd be the only way. Again, long shot, but that'd be the way to do it. What pieces do you think that he would need, though? Like, what pieces do you think Brad Holmes would have to collect in his Infinity Stones with those 4 picks.
He's going to
He
need,
wouldn't need them.
a interior defensive lineman, a cornerback, a linebacker, and a running back.
Tier defensive line, so defensive tackle, cornerback. I'm with you on those. Running back, I'm with you. Then what's the fourth one?
Linebacker.
Linebacker. I mean, that's it.
Yeah.
Honest to God, again, have to be home runs.
For sure.
Now, there's some people, my guy Luke, shout out to Luke. He was in the chat this morning. He was talking about safety. I'm like, dude, you almost have a plethora of safeties at this point. Like, next year, if Deshaun comes back, you kind of have an issue. You have Walker, Deshaun, and now Kirby.
Yeah.
Which I think Kirby, out of everybody that make a year 2 jump,
Kirby will make the biggest year 2
Yeah.
jump. Yeah, for sure. Because, like you said, he's only played the position for 2 years. So, you can see that. I could definitely see him making a big jump.
100%. You guys tapped into the Woodward Weights on WoodwardSports.com. Stop calling it out when I do it. Because I'm going to laugh and just disrupts the flow. Just laugh to yourself, all right? We have somebody on the line. JB, who we got? Chris? Chris Brown is in the building. What up, though, Chris?
Bro, don't do that, Chris Brown. No. Come on now. Hey, but for real, this 12% thing, bro, what was the exact percentage you gave? 12.2?
Yeah, it could be 12.3. I could be wrong on that part, but yeah.
Okay. So, I looked at projections in the salary cap the other day.
Mm-hmm.
And
240 or
salary cap
340?
is you said what?
Go ahead, I apologize.
2024 is projected to be about 260 million, right?
Okay.
I thought that was a little high.
Yeah.
I rounded down a little.
I seen 240. Come close to the phone. We can't hear you. I apologize.
Hold up.
He's on the computer. I can tell.
My bad. I'm at work.
Yeah. Okay.
You got me?
Yeah, I see 220 as the projected salary cap for the 23 season.
No. 2024.
2024. So you're talking about 2 years from now.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm listening.
So I rounded down to 250. Did the math. 12% of 250 million is exactly $30 million.
Yes.
Now, do you expect us to make a run at a championship next year?
No.
Because I don't. Even if everything went perfectly, I don't see a championship run next year.
Yeah. So I mean, per your math, in 2 years' time, we would have those 4 guys that we draft this following draft class in 2023, right? They would then have their second year in 2024, and then you said that 30 million would be what?
Exactly 12%, not 12.2.
Yeah. So that would fit.
Your 12.2.
So that would fit within the parameters of the 12% theory.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean that's if that's true, yeah. We'd have to wait 2 years in that though. Hey, yeah. See, but hey, we're on board now. You and I just met in between.
I got you.
All right.
I got you.
What's your username in the chat so I can shout you out?
DNC.
DNC. All right, man. I appreciate you calling in, man. I see you in the chat all the time.
Yes, sir.
All right, Chris.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Dude.
Not you, Chris.
Yeah, shut up, Chris.
You don't do anything, Chris.
Yeah, I don't ever do the Chris Brown in the building for you.
Yeah.
I fed him all the information.
Yeah, you're the oracle, the man behind that.
Dude, at that, I mean, knowing that,
It's true.
Would you keep Goff in the next 2 years?
I mean, I think they're going to keep him for the next 2 years.
For the next 2, for sure.
Well, yeah, it's the rest of his contract.
Yeah.
Unless they do something crazy and take a quarterback or sign a quarterback, they're not just going to cut him. I don't think. If he continues to play the way he is.
How insane! Like, I don't know, Chris. Chris,
Yes,
thanks
you
for
do.
calling in, dude. I appreciate you. I'll talk to you later. Don't forget to feed the cats. No, but I don't know, Chris, right? But I gave you guys my theory on like how you could win with Goff, and it would make sense that like those 4 pieces that we grabbed, the defensive tackle, cornerback, running back, and linebacker.
Yes.
Year 2 in the development would be 2024, where they make the biggest jump, and then Goff so conveniently
And maybe
contract would fit
you trade
that
for
12%.
maybe you trade for another big, heavy hitter, no matter where it is.
That is crazy.
Defensive end, cornerback.
Because I've obviously been on, you and I, throughout most of the offseason, we've always wanted to like address the quarterback situation so we can move on from that contract sooner.
Yeah.
Because of that 12% rule. But that like
with the cap jumping up, if he stays with his own salary, keeps
that
you're
lines
not going
up.
to re-sign him for any more, or re-sign him for more money. Keep him at what he is now. Yeah, it lines up.
So you would keep him for 2 years. So you think?
I think he is playing out his contract with the Lions. Yes.
What if you were Brad Holmes? What if you were a tall, bald black man? Would you keep him?
Whoa.
Yeah,
so much bigger. I'm not used to this 6 feet. No.
Done.
I think I would.
I was like, stop it!
Yeah,
Gross!
it's not true. I would let him obviously play out the rest of his contract if he continues to perform the way he is. There's no reason not to.
Damn, I can't even be mean to Jared Goff fans anymore, bro, because that shit actually makes sense.
Yeah.
That shit actually makes a little sense.
But when people are saying he's the quarterback of the future and re-sign him for $10 billion.
I mean, that's in the future, though.
Yeah,
But it's about
this
re-signing.
contract right now, it is fine. It is fine where it is.
I do have a confession, though, too. Like, if they did re-sign him, they could allocate. You know how people, like, put money on the back end of the deal?
Yeah.
They could do a situation like that. Damn, I did not see the phone lines were buzzing. I apologize, JB. Do you want to throw on?
Yeah, let's throw another one up.
Yeah, let's do Cade, because I like that name.
Hey, what's
This
going on,
Cade
guys?
Cunningham.
How you doing,
dang.
man? Yeah.
I was wishing you were Cade Cunningham. No, I'm playing. What up, man?
Hey, this is Cade Cunningham with Cure Auto
Not
Insurance.
much, guys. Hey, I don't listen too often. I'm a new listener, so I apologize if you guys talk about this often. But I got a question here, and I'm not for sure what you guys would do with them. DJ Chark seems like he's been doing very well. Looks like him and Goff are getting some sort of chemistry going. Free agent next year, of course. You got J-Mo that's going to be, definitely playing a huge part next season. Didn't know where you guys saw DJ Chark.
That's a phenomenal question.
Yeah, I'm. That is a great question, Cade, and you're right. It seems now that he's healthy, now that he's playing with Goff, they got the, that back and forth, that chemistry together. Now you see him right around almost 100 yards every game, except for the one where, Sauce Gardner was running around out there. But I wouldn't be mad with either option. Either option. If they decide to re-sign him for a similar contract around, $10 million, 2 years, $10 million a year, something like that, or they go a different option and go try to get another receiver in the draft to put out there, I would not be mad either way. I think when he's healthy, when he's out there, he's obviously a good player. He makes big plays, and him and Goff have a rapport with each other now, so I wouldn't be mad either way.
I'm looking at the 2023 class of wide receiver free agents, too, and he would probably be amongst the top. So
yeah.
But I am nervous because, as he has gotten healthy this season, he is performing very well. He might get one of those crazy deals that you just don't want to touch.
I would not, I wouldn't pay him Christian Kirk money or anything like that. But if he would be willing to sign in Detroit for a similar contract, maybe for another year, like I said, 2 years, $20 million, something like that, I would do that. I'd be cool with that.
What do you think, Cade?
Man, I was on board with you guys for sure. For the beginning of the season, for sure. But once he's gotten healthy, I don't know. I like him a lot. Seems like he's Goff's big guy right now. I'd sign him. I don't know. I'd sign him for a 2-year deal, 2-year deal possibly. I don't know how much money exactly. Do you guys know how much he's making right now?
He's $10 million right now.
$10 million a year right now. Yeah.
And it's just that 1 year deal. The rest of that class too, the free agent class.
For a little more now.
The receivers he'd be competing against. I'm taking Chark over all these guys. Yeah. Jacoby Myers, I know you like him though.
I like him, but he never scores touchdowns.
Darius Slayton, Lazard, Marvin Jones, Mecole Hardman, Jarvis Landry.
Yeah, you're taking DJ Chark over those guys. And
exactly.
Yeah, he might.
Thank you for calling in, Cade.
Yeah, thanks for calling in, Cade. This is a great question. He might ask for a little bit more, but maybe you can incentivize it and put some snap count numbers on there or receiving yard numbers on there for bonuses. And look at it that way, but yeah, I don't mind them keeping or moving on from Chark. Either way,
yeah,
they're gonna find another playmaker. If they move on from Chark, they'll probably draft another receiver, or maybe bring back a guy like Marvin Jones, or sign a guy like Darius Slayton, who's not going to cost as much money, but has shown that when he's in there, he can be productive.
100%. We have a couple more callers in the line. I do want to get to you guys. I apologize for making you wait so long, but we do have to pay some bills around it, mofo. Unless you guys, shop at the butchery, you probably just do the ad read a little bit quicker. Want to show as much love, but
yeah,
Chef Dave's a homie. So.
If you shop at the butchery, you can be saving the money yourself because it's free shipping for Woodward Sports customers, and they'll ship anywhere. So, the official meat supplier of the Woodward Sports Network is the butchery. You can call 248-682-2697. Yes, 248-682-COWS. Or move on over and order online at thebutcherysl.com. Shipping included for Woodward Sports customers.
100%.
The butchery, meats, eats, and treats. Sandwiches to die for. Wagyu meats and artisan breads inspired by the legend Chef Dave. Only the best of the best for our meat-loving customers. An old-school butcher shop from a new-school perspective.
We don't like to brag that we are the toughest sports network in Detroit, but we do have a guy named Darren McCarty on our side.
Lemieux and McCarty, who've had a good knockdown drag up. There they go, right on the whistle. They were talking to one another.
Woodward Sports.
It's a great day to get some Centron in your life. Okay. There it is. Centron, here we go. Gotta grab the cranberry. Oh wait, it's 2 for $4. Gotta double up with the classic as well. Centron World, baby. Centron, available at select Kroger's, and if you wanna know how, go to @CentronWorld.com. You get dope like me. You know what? Why wait? Great taste, guaranteed.
Woodward Avenue, the first paved road in America. Woodward Sports, the first sports network born in Detroit and made for Detroit.
Midway has swapped roller skating, basketball, a mini golf, and a giant mini golf for a giant Arctic slide, winter bumper cars, an indoor arcade, and putt. With free entry to the site, enjoy a variety of new activities aimed at creating exceptional winter experiences for everyone.
Exceptional.
Get to the Midway this winter to enjoy tasty treats and make magical memories during the most wonderful time of the year.
Wonderful times.
Those tasty treats are things such as burgers, pierogies, homemade chili, chicken sandwiches, and mac and cheese bites, plus gluten-free and vegan goodies. Prices may vary. And don't forget, coming up soon, the Woodward Sports Winter Olympics, where you'll be able to compete against Darren McCarty, Braylon Edwards, Adam, Ryan Armani, the heavyweights, and all of the Woodward Sports family in Monroe Street Midway games. So go check out the Monroe Street Midway downtown, presented by Bedrock Detroit.
What up, though? Welcome back to Woodward Heavyweights live on WoodwardSports.com. I'm your boy Eazy, joined by my man Kung Fu Spinny, a.k.a. Spin More Racks, a.k.a. Mr. Steal Your Girl, a.k.a. Nicer Hair Than Chris. I'm playing. I don't want to bowling you again today.
No, his hair looked good yesterday.
Yeah. It looked good before you did whatever with the headphones,
because
too.
yesterday was a day that wasn't a longer day for me.
You look like the same day you got this job, weird enough. You came out of the closet with Adam. Your hair was looking just like that, actually. It's kind of
a little messy.
Yeah.
A little messed up,
JB Smooth.
I thought I got all of it out.
Oh, my. Come on, bro. Oh, man. JB, give us Steve. I think Steve's been waiting the longest. I apologize.
Yeah, let's run those callers back.
What up, though, Steve?
Hello?
How you doing, man?
What's up, man?
Am I live?
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay. I just wanted to talk about Anzalone. You guys were talking about I think earlier about having a premier linebacker. I would love to have in Detroit a premier linebacker. I remember the days of Stephen Tulloch when he would jumped up and down after.
No, I remember that too.
He did the discount double check and
he
tore his ACL.
Yeah, tore his ACL. Yeah, I mean, it's weird, the linebacker position, because I feel like it's a little bit of a dying breed in this NFL. Like, I could even name you top 5 linebackers.
I would love to see a Fred Warner on the team.
Fred Warner.
Pure leader, another Aiden Hutchinson, another Kirby Joseph on the back end there. I think Kirby Joseph is phenomenal. I see when he was coming out of Illinois, I seen his highlights, and when he was coming into town, I knew that he was going to be a great player. I expect to see big things out of Kirby Joseph for the rest of his career.
Yeah, I appreciate
100%.
you calling in,
Thanks,
Steve. And dude, I'm with you. Fred Warner is probably my favorite player in the NFL. I absolutely love Fred Warner, and I would love for them to see the Lions find somebody like that. Fred Warner, Bobby Wagner, Levante David, different guys, Eric Hendricks. You're looking at a lot of great linebackers in the league. But I agree with what Eazy said. It's kind of a luxury position. I don't want to say luxury position because you still need good linebacking play, but you need secondary and pass rush more. And he brought up Alex Anzalone at first, and Alex Anzalone has been a backup for the majority of his career, but this is by far his best season. And when the Lions, this stretch of games that they've been playing, he has been playing lights out. Like, he has been playing very good, stretching runs to the outside, running people down in the backfield, not blowing a lot of tackles. Obviously, against Carolina, everybody's blown tackles. But other than that, he has been very solid in the middle. And our guy Malcolm as well, shout out to him stepping in as a rookie and performing at a very high level.
Yeah, early in the season, I forget what type of – the Lions PRs always put out crazy stats, right? But there were some, like, damn impressive ones that usually Lions PRs, like, in franchise history. Like, there was one with Alex Anzalone that I think was, like, throughout the NFL this year. And Spinny and I were like, what?
Yeah.
You know, but, like, since then, it's carried on. The good play has carried on.
Alex Anzalone's been playing very well.
We also have
who do we got up next?
Hassan on the line. What up, though, Hassan?
Oh, do you guys hear me?
Yeah,
yes, sir. What's going on, man?
Pretty good. About yourself, guys?
Good.
You know, I kind of like putting like the fire under Goff. You know, something that the Lions never had under Stafford. But you know, I think he's been more of a ball distributor than the Stafford by far. And you know, I'm actually surprisingly pretty happy with the Goff. But what I would do is, with our draft picks, I'll try to get the best defensive players in the draft. And probably if a mobile running back drops down to the fourth round, probably get him in the lineup, and just like to add on one more offensive players to find like a really good shifty running back, because I don't see a really long future with Swift.
Yeah, I agree, Assad, and I agree with what you said about kind of lighting the fire under Goff. Obviously, he had that after getting dropped by the Los Angeles Rams, a team that drafted him, a team that he believed in and didn't believe in him. So he comes in here and he has that fire. And Goff definitely has been moving the ball around a lot better than we saw Stafford do. Excuse me. I can't say nice things about Jared Goff. I choke up. No, but I also think that is a product of the Ben Johnson offense, because I think under a Joe Lombardi or a Scott Linehan or a Jim Bob Cooter or a Darrell Bevel offense, it's not going to be as open to moving it around to multiple guys. And when you got Calvin Johnson, you don't need to move it around as much as you have to. But yeah. I agree. I think this offense is a lot more quick hitters and multiple guys open in multiple different positions. But yeah, I agree that I think they should address quarterback at some point. I don't want them to do it with their top 3 picks even, but if they can get somebody late and try to develop him, they're going to need a quarterback regardless to be a backup for if, God forbid, Goff goes down at some point next year. You'd rather have a capable backup than Nate Sudfeld, but I agree with you 100%.
Yeah, in terms of lighting a fire underneath himself, I'm not. Because last year would have been like the year to have a fire underneath you, unless he just fell into some sort of depression.
Depressed. Yeah, I'm sure he was depressed.
You leave in sunny LA, you're coming here in Detroit.
And he didn't have many weapons last year.
The same ones, though, Spin.
I mean, no, he didn't have DJ Chark or
his leading receivers up until last week. And I get that Chark is back now.
The first 6 weeks.
The leading wide receivers in this team up until last game against Chicago was Khalif Raymond, Amon-Ra St. Brown, and Josh Reynolds.
Yeah, but who were the starting wide receivers week 1 for the Lions last year?
Khalif Raymond, Josh Reynolds wasn't there. Yeah, was Bashad Perriman in for week?
I don't even know if he played. I know Tyrell Williams didn't play.
Yeah, I don't think Perriman even made the final roster. Yeah. I think he got cut during the offseason.
Let's draft someone from Jackson State. What if they have another James Houston?
Dude, I'm there with you. And that's all on Brad Holmes is the man can find diamonds in the rough. So as long as whoever he drafts, I think they're going to be good now from now on until the end of his tenure.
Appreciate you calling in, Hassan.
Yeah, thanks for the call, Hassan.
Appreciate it.
No, but I was gonna say like the fire underneath his ass. I will say like this year for sure he's definitely more confident.
For sure. Yeah, they talked about that multiple times, and like when they talked about it at the beginning of the year, saying he has the confidence, and I remember DJ Chark saying that he felt the confidence in him and he felt how much he understood this offense that he sat down with Ben Johnson and created, because he could go up to Jared Goff and ask him what he should be running and how he should be running it, and he'd give him the same answer as Ben Johnson or Antoine Randall.
And I guess now that I'm like thinking about it a little bit too, like, and having last night happen too, like you realize these guys are humans, and we work with a lot of like former athletes, and obviously we've met Jeff Okudah and Malcolm and those guys like that too. But like, yeah, that would kind of mess with your psyche when you're traded here to Detroit, And the people, a lot of people, I'd probably say like a good 50-50 split. People in Detroit don't even necessarily want you. So you're not even sure like this is like your final like resting place. You know what I'm saying? It's like you can't even like allow yourself to get comfortable to stay here because you know the rumors both through media nationally and locally is like you're just the temporary guy, the bridge guy. What you're hearing on social media and stuff like that
from
too.
the heavyweights.
Yeah, from us. Yeah, right. The heavyweight bullies. Yes, I mean I guess I could see that and. Luckily enough, you know, Dan Campbell is a soothing voice, I'm sure, in the locker room, as well as Ben Johnson opening up the playbook and having him help out with it, you know. And that's how I said this in the body bagging of Dennis Pike, and I was like, that's a sign of like true leadership. And from Jocko Willink, when when dark place, that's one of the guys that helped me pull out. But accountability and leadership is like what he preaches, and like as a boss, I guess like that, you like to give like your I don't know what word to use. Employee. There you go. What's constituent? Would that
constituent is, I think, someone that's like on the same level as you.
Okay. Either way, you give your employee like some ownership and like in the direction, and that way they're kind of motivated because they want to find like the right solution, and they could also hold themselves accountable when they fall short and not blame you because of it. We have another person on the line. I did not see the name.
JB, who is it?
Shoot him through.
What's going on, man? Who is this?
Maybach music.
Get Goff! This is Dennis. What's going on, guys?
What's up, Noah?
No. This is Mike, dude.
Is this Mike?
Hey, what up, dog?
What up?
Yeah, this is Mike.
I knew it, man.
How you doing, brother?
What's going on, man?
Hey, living the dream, man. Living the dream. How's it going, fellas? Ready for the Lions game on Sunday?
Oh, we're ready, man. We're ready. We're scared, but ready.
Yeah. I'm ready just for like to kill my anxiety for this game. Mike, do you have any anxiety on this game?
Yes. I definitely have anxiety. Like, it's a big game. We're talking about Lambeau Field, and you have everybody right now, you know, in love with Aaron Rodgers, and all we want to see is the Lions to just beat them and end this love fest for Karen.
Yeah, I'm 100% with you, and you know, that's actually our next topic. Is like, do you believe in this like resurgence of the Green Bay Packers, Mike? Do you believe in the resurgence of the Green Bay Packers? They're now on a 4-game win streak. They haven't been like 500 all season. They just now reached it. Like, do you believe that they're the real deal or something to be fearful of?
Now, I don't think they are what the media says they are right now, like some juggernaut team. I do think they're better because you're seeing Christian Watson able to grow as a wide receiver, something that didn't happen in the early parts of their season. I think Romeo Doubs is playing better as well. Do I think that they're a juggernaut? No. I still see they're a team that takes advantage of the turnovers. They're not blowing it up on offense. They're not blowing it up on defense. If you look statistically at their defense, they range basically 17, 16, 15 on all categories. So they're a mid-level team. Offensively, it's the same thing. So I think they're a mid-level team playing better. Lions, they're hungry. I think they're feisty. I think they're going to go into Lambeau Field and give them hell. I think they are.
I think so, too. I think, obviously, there's a lot that didn't happen in that first game against the Packers. James Houston wasn't there.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if Josh Pascal played in that game. And you're looking at a lot of the pieces that weren't there when the Lions played against the Packers. You got more pieces coming after you, Aaron Rodgers, and you should be very scared of James Houston because he's a monster.
That was like coming out with Derek Barnes, too. Like I don't want to say coming out because he's still like in that little, secondary role or whatever. But no, I'm with you. I think everything in terms of like a narrative for the Detroit Lions, like heading into this one and being the better team, is there. My only question is the quarterback, and not in a disrespectful way. I promise you, it's not, because obviously he's performing well as of late. But if you look at the numbers in the cold weather,
it's going to be 25
and
degrees on the road.
Yeah, it's colder at night. Is that any reservations from that one, Mike?
I think the biggest reservations for me is not quarterback play or really of any team. It's Aaron Jones in the run game for the Green Bay Packers. They do have the ability to run the football, and they've been doing that well offensively, and that's something that's been an issue for the Lions' defense. Now, we got better in the last game against the Justin Fields Chicago Bears, in the last 3 quarters of the game, but if you look at what happened with the Panthers and some of the Jets there, it was a problem. So can the Lions defense slow down the run game? And when it comes to Jared Goff in the cold, I'm not too worried about it. I'm really not. If you've seen what he did with the Carolina Panthers, 350 yards, 3 touchdowns. And we got a ton of weapons, and I think they'll be fine offensively. Can the defense slow down the run game? That's the biggest question for me.
Yeah, for me, again, it starts with that. And I remember that first matchup. They shut down that Packers run game. They shut down Aaron Jones and A.J. Dillon. So hopefully they can repeat that result. Obviously, you don't got to worry about Aaron Rodgers as much as you used to. Back when he was younger, he used to use his legs a little bit. He used to have some nice speed on him. And he still does it from time to time.
Nice legs.
He has some nice legs on him. Boy's looking thick. No, but he still does it from time to time where he gets out of the pocket, but he's nothing like Justin Fields.
I ain't as good as I once was.
He definitely was not as good, Aaron Rodgers, with his legs as he was back in the day. And it was something that I noticed in last week's game is something that we haven't seen all year, and that's Aiden Hutchinson controlling the edge. He was very disciplined. If they do that in this game, it's going to force Karen to stand in the pocket. And I think that's a huge, huge thing.
As long as Karen stays in the pocket and stays out of grocery stores, we don't have to worry about it.
Karen, nice legs, nice pocket presence in her. All right, we got to pay some bills, Mike. I appreciate you, man.
No problem, man. Jerk off. Jerk off.
Thanks for calling in, Mike, dude. I love that guy.
Love you, man.
I love that guy. All right, well, let me tell you all about Guardian Alarm because it's a new year. Let Guardian Alarm offer you customized solutions from real experts. Our professional technicians take the time to recommend security and automation solutions specific to your needs. 24/7 professional monitoring. Call them anytime, day or night, and know that Guardian Alarm team member will stay on the phone as long as needed. And of course, technology backed by people. Your safety and security deserves technology that's been proven to work and people who have been proven to care. Call them now at 1-800-STAY-OUT. That's 1-800-STAY-OUT right now, and let them know Woodward Sports sent you.
Stay in the stream, hit the like button.
3 NBA championships. Detroit fans were there. 11 Stanley Cups. Detroit fans were there. 4 World Series wins. Detroit fans were there. And that one Lions playoff win in 1991. Yeah, Detroit fans were there. Woodward Sports, where the fans are.
Introducing the Planet Fitness Guide to getting that post-workout glow. Step 1. What's your why? More epic energy? Better sleep? Blow off steam? Step 2. Join Planet Fitness for just $10 a month and get moving in our clean and spacious clubs. Step 3. Bask in that post-workout glow. Join Planet Fitness today for just $10 a month.
Join today at any of the 50-plus Detroit area locations.
Have an opinion? Make sure it's seen and heard. Corner, jumper, tweet us, hop on the YouTube chat, slide in the DMS at Woodward Sports on all social media.
Custom Health Centers has helped our own Ryan Armani lose upwards of 20 pounds. That's what he used to look like.
He was a loser before.
Loser. Just looks terrible. What kind of shirt and jacket combination is that? What a loser.
Yeah, dude. Weenie, dude.
And now he looks like that.
He's totally
my God, he's Ryan Armani! And that is what he looks like now. Dude looks like he could catch 16 touchdowns in a single season for an NFL team. But in all seriousness, Ryan has lost upwards of 20 pounds thanks to the help of Custom Health Centers. You can call today and get your help at 844-789-8446. That's 844-789-8446. Call them today and let Custom Health Centers help you lose some weight.
.com. What up, though? Welcome back to Woodward Heavyweights live on WoodwardSports.com. I'm your boy Eazy, joined by my man Spin Mo Rats.
What up, though?
Young Chris in the TV booth. JB Smooth. I noticed we have we have a couple more viewers in here than we typically do, and we do this every day, Monday through Friday, 5 to 7. Come through, hang out with the boys. As you know, you can call in whether you want to talk some ish or you just have questions. I mean, I clearly love this. That's why I'm pursuing it, right? Yeah. That's why,
Oh, so I don't?
Well, it's why, I was going to say it's why, we can't always go out for drinks.
100%.
We could have a... Never mind. We ain't going there. But...
What?
I don't know where you were going.
You started it. What do you mean?
I thought I said we love this. I don't say we love this?
No, you said I clearly love this.
Did I? Did I say that, Chris?
Honestly, I zoned out.
100%.
He clearly doesn't love this.
Yeah, look at him. You look miserable.
No, I'm very tired.
I am too.
Let's go for drinks tomorrow.
Just, you're ugly as
Let's go for drinks tomorrow. I'm down.
All right,
I
Thursday.
heard that part.
Tomorrow's Thursday?
Oh, no, tomorrow's Wednesday.
No, tomorrow.
Let's go Thursday.
Let's go Thursday.
Thursday, I got plans.
Stop. No more. No, don't make
Stop
plans on
making
Thursday,
plans
Chris.
on Thursday. Yeah,
we aren't going out unless there's like a sport to
football.
watch. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It just makes sense to go out on a Thursday because
That's
there's
my
football.
plan.
Why are we
Shut your mouth, Chris.
Yes.
Well, we're going out on Thursday.
Yeah.
And you can go do whatever you want.
I will. I will.
All right. Speaking of the Bears and the frozen tundra, they're on a 4-game win streak. I've been calling cap. I don't think they're all that, but I mean, a win's a win in the NFL.
A win's a win's a win.
You know, we just lost the Carolina Panthers, who aren't that great of a team. I'd say we are a better team as the Carolina Panthers, but they got us.
Yeah.
The Green Bay Packers, are they cap? Are they real? Are you scared? What's going on?
I'm not scared. Obviously, they have been turning some things around. You talked about Christian Watson waking up. That is big for them. You talked about their defense getting a little better throughout the season. That is big for them. But you look at the teams they're beating, and it's not anybody to be scared of. It's not anybody to freak out about. It's they've got wins over. Okay, I said the OT win over the Cowboys. That's an impressive victory. But other than that, they beat the Bears, the Rams, the Vikings, who are a complete fraud, and brain damaged Tua and the Miami Dolphins.
Whoa, dude!
Like those are the teams that
we have new
the
listeners.
Packers
They don't know
have
that
won.
you're brain damaged.
I know. Okay, I have mashed potato brains too, so I'm allowed to say things like that. I've had 12 concussions in my life. But you look at the teams they've lost to. They're 5-4 in the past 9, and they lost to the Titans, Eagles, the Lions, and the Bills. Even on the season before those 9 games, before their hot streak, they lost to the Jets, Giants, and the Durs, the Washington Durs. It's not like they're going out there and they're beating world beaters. As a win, the win that was impressive was the win over the Cowboys in overtime. That was an impressive victory. I'll give that to them. The Cowboys are a tough team.
That's fair.
They're a little fraudulent too, but they beat the shit out of the Lions. I can say that.
Yeah.
But you look at, like I said, their victories over the Bears, trash. Rams, trash. Vikings, fraudulent. And then the Dolphins, Tua was not in a right mind state during that game. He made some very terrible passes.
As a Tua hater, though, I'm going to let you know that he was in the right mind state for most of it. All right.
For most of it. I don't know.
And then
those 3 interceptions were some of the ugliest throws I've ever seen in my life.
I think, wasn't the concussion after the second interception?
I don't know. But they were ugly.
Yeah.
It was ugly. UGLAH ugly. So I'm not gonna take anything away from this hot streak that the Packers are on, but it's not like they're beating top tier talent. And the Lions, don't get me wrong, are not top tier talent, but I think they're better than the Bears, Rams, and Vikings. Even though the Vikings won the division, the Lions just backed the Vikings. They should have beat them before they were even a good team at the beginning of the year. The Vikings are frauds, first of all. So I don't give you credit for beating the Vikings as much as I would another team. You lost to the Titans, they're a good team. You lost to the Eagles, obviously a good team. You lost to the Bills, they're a good team. And you lost to this Detroit Lions team who have been playing well as of late. With losses like the Bears, the Rams, and the Vikings in their last 9, it doesn't really scare me as much as it should. Although I am fearful of Aaron Rodgers. I will give him that.
Yeah, I'm on board with you. I'm looking at the last 4, the win streak that brought them back to 500, and you look at the Chicago Bears, the second worst team in the league. And I know that we beat on the Chicago Bears, but I said the same exact thing yesterday. That's the second worst team in the league we just beat. Like, it is nice to see our run game get going, but I'd also like to see our run game get going against a winning team. Or I hate the Bears, so I don't even care to be respectful.
I hate the Bears too.
A
not
good
as much
team.
as the Packers,
Yeah, a team that's not absolute garbage, not a team that ranks below bottom 3 in terms of rushing defense. Then you go up to the LA Rams. Another team, no good. And that one was at home against Baker Mayfield and the LA Rams. Like, kudos, Aaron Rodgers, because I'm clapping up that one, because that's when we went on air afterwards. It kind of like took a little jab at the Lions, as in like, oh, one of them just got to 500, trying to be all Aaron Rodgers-y. What just happened?
Pat McAfee did apologize on Twitter, which is also like, I don't think he has to apologize.
Pat McAfee apologized on Twitter?
He wrote like a whole...
It's because the heavies, baby.
He wrote like a whole letter.
That's that influence, baby.
That's Detroit.
Do you want me to read it? It's 3 letters long.
3 letters? Was it A, B, C?
Yeah.
I'll read it.
I am sorry. In lead up to the biggest rivalry season game, the Lions' recent history, I was hoping to showcase the brand new Lions are last time and our audience. Oh, one last time and our audience. As Aaron alluded in today's convo, the Lions are the main event of Week 18 with potentially a playoff berth on the line against the Packers on Sunday Night Football. Our show loves the Detroit Lions. Love. Check the tape. Always rooting for the Lions. We took pride in the fact that we talk about the Lions rather regularly. We always tried to spin it in a fashion as if we were rooting for the Lions because we genuinely were. Their fans were fantastic to interact with. The Red Wings stink, but he's a Penguins fan. The Red Wings stink, but that's neither here nor there. I thought we had built up a good enough relationship with the Lions to put in a request for MCDC to stop by anytime, any day, and since we rarely, although MCDC was on very recently, we rarely reach out to anybody ever. That's why we have regular returning folks, friends of the program. I hate asking people to come onto the show. It's a part of the business, but there's so much that I don't like about it. Like, it takes time out of people's days to come on our show, and when you're asking them to come on, they're probably not going to be able to do something they'd like to be doing. I forgot about that briefly while I made up my mind that I was offended by them saying, we pass, he has stuff already scheduled. This is the NFL. They have the biggest game of the year coming up. They obviously don't want to take up any more of MCDC's time. Big game. This would be fucking epic if the Lions were able to accomplish this. They have ex-players coaching. They have underdog spirit, and they are in the hunt right now still. I love it. I felt offended by the situation. I talked some shit about the situation. It wasn't needed. I apologize for doing that. I'd also like to apologize for adding more negativity bullshit into the world. We have a great time of the year for football coming up, and I would like to be an additive to folks enjoying it. I was acting like a baby back spoiled bitch in that clip, and I watched back for me earlier. That ain't me. In the current spirit of perspective, I felt obligated to say this to Foxy, the Lions, and the Lions PR. Cheers and Happy New Year's. Wow.
That's right, bitch.
I know.
Yeah, we will beat your ass up.
Shout out to Pat McAfee. I didn't think he
was bomb though.
I don't think he needed to apologize.
No,
for anything.
do it.
No, do what
I know. Apologize. I'm not talking about the trash talk. I like the apology more.
Apologize.
Because I didn't want to beef with Pat.
Apologize. I'm not beefing with Pat. I wasn't mad at him. He was acting like
you weren't beefing Pat because you were scared.
No,
I'm beefing with Pat. Fuck you. I'm just kidding, Pat. Now, but before I was like,
he was right. He was acting like a little spoiled bitch in the clip.
He was acting like a bitch. Yeah,
but I don't think you need to apologize for something like that. I was
shut up and take the apology.
Upset about it.
Don't tell someone
that's more of a bitch move to apologize. No, I'm just kidding. Shout out to Pat McAfee. That's why he's the best in business.
Dude, maybe he was scared Eminem was going to drop a diss song on his ass.
Nobody's scared of that.
Time.
It's 2023. Nobody's scared of that.
He converted MGK to rock.
Oh, wow. Whoa, he killed a dying career.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one was dead. Lace up.
But no, good for McAfee to apologize. Kiss it. Apologize. We got to get a picture of
I hope
Reggie Jackson.
Because I never seen that. Yeah, you got
Jesse Jackson.
We got to somehow play the clip or like a GIF or something like that. Because I've never seen that.
Oh, dude, it's such.
So I know there's like more me's out there that haven't seen that. So like when you do that, they're probably like, "What the
It's
fuck
from
is
South
wrong
Park.
with this
I know
guy?"
a lot of people in the chat watch South Park. Jesse Jackson is not the emperor of black people. Apologize. Apologize.
we got to go to break, but essentially I just want to let you guys know in each one of those wins that Aaron Rodgers had for the Green Bay Packers, there was only one touchdown in each of them, except for Minnesota, he had one rushing touchdown. He ain't the big bad. I mean, the highlights were nasty, though, I'm not going to lie.
Aaron Rodgers, no, he's still a very talented quarterback. Like I said, as much as I hate him for the way he acts and the way he's thrashed the Lions for the majority of his career, I respect him for his play on the field. I respect him for his ability as an NFL quarterback.
The combined record of the teams they beat in that 4-game win streak was 28-36.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They're not beating world beaters. That's all I'm saying.
That's all I'm saying.
But
so apologize.
All I gotta say when I'm hungry is let's go to Big Boy, because comfort foods are back at Big Boy. Wintertime in Detroit is always better with comfort foods from Big Boy. Try their classic meatloaf, give me the loaf, or Cajun chicken Alfredo. What about breakfast? Their stuffed potato pancakes are back. The Lumberjack, Santa Fe Garden, or Blockbuster. I'm telling you, throw some hot sauce, some ketchup on those boys. That is fire. Stop by your local Big Boy today and satisfy those taste buds.
I love Woodward sports? Love wearing clothes? Then you should be wearing Woodward Sports clothes. Check out our full line of merch at woodwardsports.com. Just click on Shop. We have all your favorite designs, like Dan Campbell kneecaps, Beverly Hills Goff, Woodward Golf, and of course, our own logoed out merchandise. Men, women, infants, kids all love Woodward Sports. Impress your friends. Impress your boss. Impress your dog. Buy Woodward Sports merch today.
When it comes to making your haircut truly an experience, there's no better place than Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. Come to any one of our 26 Metro Detroit locations for an award-winning haircut experience and qualify for a chance to win a down payment for your dream home up to $200,000. Our precision haircut and talented stylists will have you looking good, feeling good, and give you a chance to change your life forever. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men, open 7 days a week. Walk in anytime. It's wicked awesome.
What's a winter wonderland if you can't shop, eat, and play? Lucky for you, you can do it all at the Downtown Detroit Market, Cadillac Lodge, and the new winter version of the Monroe Street Midway, all located just across the street from Campus Martius Park. Find the fun at deckedoutdetroit.com.
Get a shot up. This is for the win. All of Detroit's sports teams live on Woodward. All of Detroit's sports coverage lives on Woodward Sports. Driving the best in Detroit sports coverage.
Chili Pepper City is where you'll find the cleanest salons in the East. Spotless, sanitized rooms with trained and certified tanning professionals. Join that Pepper Club. They got all the best deals where they beat all competitors by $5. $5? $5, JB. Thank you. Don't forget to pick up that Australian gold, that
JB's
designer
always in Chili
skin,
Peppers.
that Calitan, that Swedish Beauty lotions. Chili Pepper Tanning, the hottest balls, the hottest deals, the darkest tans. Your Vitamin D headquarters, 27 locations, and more on the way.
We on the beach.
What do you mean by that, Eazy?
I was going to start ad-libbing.
What do you mean by what?
Fuck crap.
Never mind. We're not going to rewind.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah. What do you mean by that?
Shut the fuck up, Chris. I'm sorry.
Whoa.
You said the F word.
I was reading it from a Pat McAfee text.
I was finishing off the thing.
Yeah, that's true.
It's right there, dude. It clearly
I forgot
says.
one line, yeah.
Shut the fuck up, Chris. The last line of the letter.
Okay.
That was his nude.
Yeah,
I'm
dude.
sorry, Pat McAfee.
All right. Why are you sorry? He wasn't talking about you, Chris. No one cares about you, Chris.
Jeez.
He said shut the
No, Chris.
Okay.
Pat McAfee was obviously watching the heavyweights, and he looked at our producer. He's like, "Damn, glad I got Foxy now."
Yeah.
Shit.
The best out of Michigan.
I'm just kidding,
All right.
Chris. I love you.
Bring back Detroit Lions talk. I want to talk about this yesterday. This has become like my guy. I've been rooting for this guy. I've been Jeff Okudah, former number 3 overall pick. Never felt like he really got a fair chance, but he's been crucified by media, by Lions fans. He also has one of the coolest Detroit Lions nicknames, Okudah Matata. That bitch goes hard, so I want to live up to that. And El Jefe too.
El Jefe is way better than
Yeah,
Okudah
but Okudah Matata just fits. Like, come on, you play for the Lions, your last name's
Simba.
No, that's next year's draft class.
Yeah, when we're in the car, Simba. We're in the back.
No, I don't.
The last time we were here, and
did I do that
when we were sad boy drinking?
Yeah.
Yeah. Simba.
I must have been fun. I don't
We
remember
were
that.
sad boy drinking for sure.
Anyway, Jeff Okudah, I hope he's not sad boy drinking because the things aren't looking good.
Yeah.
He got benched in Carolina, didn't have the greatest performance, and then last week against the Chicago Bears team, which the first drive he started, I think he played fairly well in coverage, and I don't think he did a bad job, but ultimately he only played 15 of 57 snaps,
17 of 51 snaps against the Bears.
It is tough. He was in on 10 coverage snaps, 0 targets, but also 0 tackles when he were in the game. They did, obviously they talked to Dan Campbell about it because what the hell is sad boy drinking, Spence's? When he's sad, and you just get drunk, man, with the boys. It's sad boy drinking. But they talked to Dan Campbell about it, and they asked Dan Campbell, what was going on with Jeff Okudah. He said, Jeff's fine. Things happened. He will rally. So, I don't know. This is back-to-back games where he's been taken out, where he's been benched. And it is scary when you see him, only 3 snaps away from Amani Omowarie.
who was kind of left for dead
Yeah.
for most of this season. You see Mike Hughes getting a lot of snaps. Obviously, Jerry Jacobs has been getting a lot of snaps. Will Harris has been getting a lot of snaps.
It's so confusing because
it's not like he was playing bad against the Bears.
So you're trying to say he's not? He can't grasp the playbook, JB? What are you trying to say there?
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying I think we're holding him out. The Lions are holding him out for better, bigger games, which I think will be this Sunday. I think he'll get like a full run.
He better.
On the defensive side, and he definitely should, because they're going to need him out there. So, yeah.
What do you like better, Hakuna Matata or El Jefe?
What are we doing?
I like El Jefe.
Yeah.
I like that one.
That's cooler. No, for sure. Hakuna Matata is still cool.
It's
all right?
cool, but
we're talking about the player, all right?
It feels forced.
Not the damn nicknames. It feels forced because I said it was cool, and then you're trying to like force it not be cool.
Basketball Reference has the worst nicknames.
Shut up, Chris.
Have you ever seen that?
Shut up.
Have you ever seen that?
Anyway, Jeff Okudah. Well, I'll let you bring some nicknames tomorrow in the intro. But I hate you so much. There were some reports that he was grabbing his shoulder, and like, you know, maybe that could hint to like why he was benched against the Chicago Bears. But like, he was still playing special teams gunner.
Yeah.
I know he got benched in Carolina, but like you said, I thought he was playing like not bad against Chicago.
No,
like,
he didn't. Didn't let a catch. He wasn't targeted once. He didn't have any tackles either. But I mean,
and he's played good for majority of the season.
Yes.
Like that's why I'm just so confused.
I don't understand it either. Obviously, yeah, he played bad against Carolina, but the whole defense played bad against Carolina. So I'm not holding that against Jeff Okudah. You know, the whole defense played bad. They went out there and had a bad performance.
And I know that Nate Campbell spoke on it. He essentially said that like Mike Hughes had deserved like a spot to play. I think Mike Hughes is still very young. I think he's like only 26 years old. I was texting my guy Morgan Cannon. I only like preface with that because he said he's very sticky in coverage. And I know how you guys work in this room and say pause after that usually. But JB said you think they're resting him for Green Bay? Like, is that the one guy you'd rest in his defense? I feel like I'd rest like Aiden
100%.
or someone, you know?
I mean, there's a bunch of guys you would want to rest for Green Bay, but maybe there's a little bit more behind it. Maybe it's the injury aspect as well too. I mean,
and the sickness.
Just hold him out,
maybe it's the lingering sickness.
But we were just hanging out with him.
So
like
you got him sick. That's what you're saying.
We hung out with him after he was sick, though.
So he got us sick.
Yeah, I'm sick with it.
And then you passed it back on to him. That's messed up.
That is messed up.
I mean, as a fan, I'm hoping it's a shoulder.
I'm hoping there is something there because, like I said, he did not play bad against the Bears. He was not targeted a single time. So obviously he didn't let up any receptions or anything like that. But I expect him to go out there against the Green Bay Packers and play a good game. I expect him to play how he's played for a majority of the season, and I expect him to get the snaps that he's gotten for a majority of the season because they're going to need him against the Packers. Packers aren't the Bears. You know, Aaron Rodgers isn't going to only complete 7 passes for 75 yards.
Yeah.
They're going to need all the help they can get on the back end of that defense, and he's one of the most important pieces they have out there.
100%, and that's why he's performed excellent within like this season. I mean, he had the game against Justin Jefferson, who I mean is number 1 at this point. I know I said it before. People debated it. Braylon has Stephon Diggs as his number 1, but I still think it's Justin Jefferson. He's got the size, he's got the route running, he's got the catch radius, the catchability. Like Jeff Okudah held that man to 13 yards, and yes, it was some bracket coverage, but you still have to do your part in that, you know. And we've seen good performances against Devontae Smith. He had a good outing against another Pro Bowler and Washington. Help me.
Terry McLaurin?
Yes. But again, maybe it's a shoulder. I mean, that's what I'm chalking up to.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Honolulu Blue Sparty says in the Woodward Sports chat, Spenny, he's not a Holmes guy, and he's not been good against the run. He's been hurt.
He's been one of the
not
better
sticking
ones
his nose in there on run plays. I think he's saying the last 2 games.
Yeah.
Maybe because he's been very
He's been
good
excellent against the run outside of the Carolina Panthers game for sure. Yeah,
outside of the Carolina Panthers game, but maybe that Bears game because he didn't have any tackles. But yeah, maybe he's been hurt and hasn't been diving in there like he has for a majority of the season. But he's definitely not a Holmes guy. But I don't think they're going to ostracize him because he wasn't drafted by Holmes. He's still the best cornerback on the team.
Yeah. And that's why I'm just lost in it. And I also just don't have like faith in Mike Hughes. I know that Dan Campbell obviously said he's played his way onto the field. He deserves like those moments, and I know that there's certain guys that come here in Detroit and kind of had their careers like revived a little bit. And I mean, Deshaun Neal is an example of that one. For a minute there, Charles Harris was an example of that one. Alex Anzalone example of that one. So like, I don't want to be too quick to judge a Mike Hughes and say that he's not a good cornerback, but maybe that's it. But I just don't have faith in him. He was in Kansas City a long time, never became a starter. When he was, was never sweet. You were reading a comment or something like that?
Yeah, Honolulu Boost Party did say he was talking about the last couple games that he hasn't been good in the run game, and the NFLPA filed a grievance on the Carolina Panthers for their conditions on that field, and it was obviously not something that people wanted to run and dive and get tackled on. It was not great field conditions. They said it was like concrete. And he wasn't the only one that had a bad game tackling. There were 17 missed tackles by the team against Carolina. Jeff had 2 of them, but still, there was a lot from a lot of other people.
100%. And, like, I don't even think 100%.
Yeah.
I say it all the time, though. It's not just like I'm ignoring you or whatever. But
100%.
The Carolina grievance stuff like that, I want to give them a little bit of the benefit of the doubt, because how often that was a record low in terms of temperature for like a Carolina game.
Yes, yeah.
They're not used to like dealing with those situations, and I think that's why the field was so,
for sure,
they weren't prepared for it.
They
They've
probably
never
don't
had to
have
do
like a
that.
heater or stuff like that, like these other.
They had one. I saw them. They were like alternating across the field instead of like multiples. They could have more. I don't know for sure, but I know for sure at least only saw like one, and I was like, if I could just have more of those,
Yeah.
It's like when it snows down there. They don't know what the hell they're doing.
They don't know what they're doing. Half an inch of snow, and they're got 20 car pile up on the freeway. But it's it's something that you need to see. I expect him to bounce back against the Packers. I expect him to be ready, to be prepared, and have one of his better games like we saw for him majority of the season.
100%. 100%.
100%.
Yeah, 100%, boys.
Yeah.
That's the next Woodward Sports merch is the 100% shirt. Let me tell you guys about Swiss Insurance.
Fees. Tell us about the fees.
Tell you about the Swiss Insurance. That was Borat. I don't know what happened there. Swiss Insurance Group. Swiss Insurance Group and their employees are heavily involved in Kazakhstan. It's very rewarding, but comes a great responsibility, like a Spider-Man powers. If you sit on a local sports board, Homeowners Association or volunteer coach, directors insurance is a must, like the arm of my pit. Make sure the kids, parents, and volunteers are protected. Call Swiss Insurance today.
I'm the Swedish Palmer. I've come to fix your problem.
We don't like to brag that we are the toughest sports network in Detroit, but we do have a guy named Darren McCarty on our side.
Lemieux and McCarty, who've had a good knockdown drag up. There they go, right on the whistle. They were talking to one another.
Woodward Sports.
By now you know me, Christina Gennari, as the obvious choice in real estate. And you know my website, soldchristina.com, as your #1 resource for buying or selling your home. Myself, along with my amazing staff, pride ourselves on making your home buying and selling experience a relaxing and easy one. Come see why we are the obvious choice. Christina Gennari at soldchristina.com, the obvious choice in real estate.
Make sure you download the Woodward Sports app in the App Store and the Google Play Store today. Take Woodward Sports with you wherever you go and listen live on your phone or mobile device.
Good evening and hello from the Woodward Heavyweights live on MatchSports.com.
This does sound like a Russian club beat.
Spin more racks. I actually had my ears down. I couldn't hear.
Yeah.
I was doing this.
Good voice for it.
Was that a Russian? I thought I was doing like a deep.
No, it's just like
it just compliments.
Like yeah.
Do you remember
Russian club music?
Remember that day we were at that golf event in the summer?
Yes.
And that guy was like, "You have a voice for radio, whatever it was."
Yeah. He said you have a face for radio.
You have a face for radio.
Yeah.
Do you have like a radio voice? Like, do you have like a deep voice? Because your voice is kind of like.
Tuning in live to 104.7 WQYZ. It is Spencer Raxter with you all night on the Oldies channel.
That's actually pretty good.
I was just off the top too. I've never even practiced that
QYZ, like that came off so smooth.
Jim Carrey did it on the Weeknd's album and it was fire.
Dude, that video of Jim Carrey dancing with 50 Cent when he like.
I never seen it. I gotta see it now.
Oh, that's great.
Chris, can you find it? Hey, Jamie, can you pull that up?
So funny.
I'm gonna see. I'm gonna hit the streets.
Go on Twitter. It'll be on Twitter.
All right.
Okay.
This next topic, the reason why I'm kind of BSing a little bit is I don't really know if I wanted to talk about it. I'm so sick of this being a topic. Every single season, college football season ends, and Jim Harbaugh. It's the annual Jim Harbaugh to the NFL rumors. Annually. I wanted to put this in the beginning of the show. Spain's the one that made me drag it down into a topic. So I'm going to make you talk about this garbage-ass rumor that comes around every single year that never comes to fruition, and he literally got denied by the NFL last year. Are you buying this shit? Like, why?
I am buying.
Why
into
are we
it.
talking this, man?
I am buying into it because the Panthers actually talked to him recently.
But that would happen last year too.
Position. It's still something to talk about, man. I'm sorry. God, you're going to yell at me. Let me find the quote real fast. But yeah, Jim Harbaugh has been already, making some talks with the NFL, making some talks with people around the NFL, seeing what's open. And from John U. Bacon, who sounds like a fake name.
Definitely sounds like
John
U.
Bacon. Yeah. No, you ain't Bacon. But it's no, you ain't bacon.
No, you ain't.
No, you ain't bacon, baby. you baby. But you look at what he said on his Twitter post, and he said, from very good sources, which, trust me, bruh, the possibility of Harbaugh leaving the NFL is real. Leaving for the NFL is real. Could even happen fast. Nothing final. But if he goes, it would not be because of money, NIL control, or just about anything regarding U of M, but his growing frustration with college football itself. Oh, man, you guys in the chat are awesome. Steve Lehman, Francis T. Waffles. That's a good one. But that's John U. Bacon, who, dude, it just sounds fake every time I say it. You ain't Bacon.
No, you ain't.
No, you ain't.
This is the same guy. I could be wrong on this, and I know Matt is well connected with this gentleman, so I don't want to be like super disrespectful towards him.
It is.
But didn't he last year? Wasn't he also the guy that said he was going to the Raiders?
Oh, I don't know about that.
And is it also the same guy that
Michigan State was talking mean. Their sideline players were not nice. They were saying they were going to kick our ass.
Yeah.
They were saying mean things about Michigan football.
But he is.
Yes, that's the same guy.
It is the same guy, yeah. But
come on.
He is very tied in with Michigan, obviously. So if he's saying good sources, like, trust me, bro, maybe he actually knows. And I would not, wave this off that it's just nothing.
I'm waving it off.
If Harbaugh goes out there, if Harbaugh goes out there and talks to NFL teams, that's something. I could see the Colts really wanting him. He played for the Colts. He's in the Colts Ring of Honor. Him and Jim Irsay probably have a very good relationship. And for a guy like Jim Harbaugh, who has the offense that he has, I would, be pretty happy to inherit a team with a running back like Jonathan Taylor and a guard like Quentin Nelson. And it's very, very attractive position. You also have the Panthers and the Broncos who are going to be looking for coaches, possibly the Raiders. I don't know. I wouldn't just dismiss it as nothing.
I'm dismissing it as nothing. And all due respect, I know that's Maz's boy, but last year, this is why I thought Maz was the coolest. All right, because Maz's been in the industry forever.
Yeah.
Maz actually used to be the Michigan radio voice. Maz done everything. He knows everybody. He's Colin Cowherd's number. One day I'm going to steal that phone and just copy down all the numbers he's got.
Honestly, yeah.
He's well connected and well respected. We should do that. Maz knows everybody. So, like, there's been times in the past where Maz is like, hey, kid, this is going to happen. And then, was that a good Maz accent?
That was pretty good.
All right. Well, it didn't happen, He's like, my sources told me. Anytime the guy was a source, never happened. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was the guy that came out last year. Like, Maz last year, in passing, was like, Harbaugh to the Raiders, book it. Didn't happen. And then following that, this was like John U. Bacon. It was like Harbaugh to the Vikings. Book it. Harbaugh to the Colts. Book it. I'm done buying into this. I don't know that the NFL wants Harbaugh anymore. I mean, we saw that with the Vikings situation, and I think the Vikings made the right head coaching hire. I don't know, dude. What do you actually think about Kevin O'Connell as head coach? Because they're obviously like the number 2 seed or number 3 seed at this point. We're in the division, but no one like really respects them. Again, they got those SpongeBob muscles where you kind of they look tough, but they're not really at all. What do you think of Kevin O'Connell? You're 100% in me right now.
Yeah, I was.
100%. What were you reading?
This is Matt's, actually.
Matt's in the Woodward Sports chat?
Yeah. No, in our group chat. But Kevin O'Connell, what about him?
I hate you. POS. I'm not buying Jim Harbaugh in the NFL. I'm sick of seeing these damn rumors. I'm sick of having to talk and pretend like it's going to happen. It's not going to happen. The NFL doesn't want Jim Harbaugh. They're done with him. They're done with them. Is he a good football coach? 100% he's a good football 100%. Coach. You can't deny that. But the type of, I've met Jim Harbaugh. And I don't know the guy, but I met him. I feel like I have a pretty good read on people. Spence, what's the matter with you today? Every single day.
Yeah,
You're just ugly.
don't have a good read on people.
Ugly. No, but I do have a good read on people, man. I did really well in sales. Sometimes, a lot of times, remember John, I call the phone, I'm like, dude, what's wrong with you? And then something ended up being wrong.
Yeah.
And I was like, don't do it. And I'm just kidding. That's too far. But meeting Jim Harbaugh. Dude's a weirdo, bro. I don't know how to say it. He's a weirdo. Yeah. Maybe like a genius. He's got
kind
that
kind of a dweeb.
Yeah, he's got that. Who's that super smart guy that's also like
Rain Man?
A little bit of a cousin. Yeah, Rain Man. I exposed our cousin tagline there.
You can't do that, bro.
But he's got like that.
Now people will know when we say cousin.
Now they know when we say cousin. Yes, but what's the term? It's something called
Asperger's.
Asperger's. A little bit of that, like just socially awkward. But like I think that in the NFL though it obviously grinded down in San Francisco. He did a damn good job at San Francisco. He's also that rah-rah type that works very well at the college level. But in the NFL, with grown men, with kids and stuff like that, you can't be cashing in every single year to a rah-rah guy that's, not turning that into championships. Or the message just grows old. That's one of my fears with Dan Campbell. But the only difference with Dan Campbell is there's more of like a, I guess, emotional connection when he has these conversations, like I'm not having with Spencer because he's on his phone.
Sorry, somebody said
100%.
Pat McAfee show's coming to Detroit.
Well, somebody wants Jim Harbaugh, as he's been in contacts with the Panthers owner about the head coaching position. So somebody out there wants him.
That's what they said. That's what they said last year. So they said last year.
I mean, he went to interview with the Vikings on National Signing Day. I don't think that's nothing.
And then what happened?
You don't do that if you want to be a college football head coach.
And the year before
on National Signing Day, you don't go interview with a NFL team if you're invested in being a college coach. You don't do that. Period.
No, 100%. I agree to the point that he wants to go back to the NFL and he wants to win the NFL. I 100% agree to that. I'm not denying that. What I'm saying is, NFL don't want him. They're done. They've seen that show. They've seen that show and dance.
A dog and pony show.
Yeah, they've seen that Rice Krispie treat popsicle stand there. Purple tree bark. I had to grab your attention. You keep looking at your freaking phone.
Dude, I don't know. People are lying in the Woodward Sports chat.
People are lying in the Woodward Sports chat?
Yeah, somebody said that Pat McAfee show is coming to Detroit.
I could see it. I mean, the draft's coming here in 2024.
Yeah.
He's now connected to the NFL, so maybe they're like, hey, you have to go to Detroit. It's one of the most dangerous cities in 2024. We want you to cover the draft for us.
That'd be dope.
Why don't you go apologize?
Tell him to come to the studio.
Do 3 letters, because 313. That would be sick. I'll reach out to Foxy. I'll use the Woodward Sports account.
Got more connections than Maz, baby.
Yeah, buddy.
No, but I'm not. I wouldn't be like scared if I was Michigan. Predator Kingdom. I want Michigan to move on from him. Now, I don't get that. like that doesn't make sense.
No, come on,
now. Like, dude's got you back-to-back college football playoffs. He's won back-to-back Big Tens and beat Ohio State for 2 years in a row. Like, you don't want him to leave.
Whatever happened to Les Miles? Wasn't he like
Les Miles? He eats grass and is a weirdo. Like, nobody wants him to coach their team.
That's Jim Harbaugh.
Jim Harbaugh's not that weird.
There's rumors that he's actually might be next to coach Michigan. Him or Mike Hart.
No way.
Him or Mike Hart.
Les Miles?
Yeah.
Is his camera
Where's
broken?
he at now?
I don't think he's coaching.
That's why I'm asking. Like, where the hell he's been? Because I'm with you, Jay. I've seen that plenty of times in the past before Harbaugh was hired. There's always like Les Miles is always flirting with becoming the Michigan Wolverines head coach. I'm curious where he's at though too.
He did get into some controversy. I
No,
know
that's Ed Orgeron. Was he the one messing with the girl on campus? Yes, he was.
Yeah, it was Les
at
Miles.
LSU. That's right.
It's the number one.
Well, see, we already almost forgot. You can come back, Les. We're cool with it now. We'll have 3 of them waiting at the dorm for you.
Calm down, Rick Pitino.
Just don't get too rough, Dana White. I'm just kidding.
Jesus Christ.
Dude, that's how I feel like these college head coaching contracts are. Yeah, you get my private jet.
Yeah.
And my dog.
You can drive my wife's car and you can drive my wife too. It's like, that's honestly what they do. It's college football is it's a shit show, man.
I bet that. I was thinking in the back too, like one of the reasons you might want to go to the NFL. Can you imagine how stressful it is to coach in college? And now the players got like that. I want to don't want to say use the word freedom. What's the word I'm looking for? Independence.
Leverage?
Yeah, leverage. Independent, you know what I'm saying? Like the social media, they could speak out on like how you're treating them, or they also make more money than you at certain points.
Yeah.
Like they got that going
Shut
on.
up, bitch! I got paid
Yeah,
$7 million for my NIL. Who the hell are you talking to? I'll run whatever routes I want, bitch.
100%.
You ain't coaching these nuts. If I'm in the transfer portal next week, they're firing your ass.
Yeah,
dude, I would love that shit.
But it's that type of stress, right? Like, and he's gonna eventually reach the point in Michigan where actually I think he's done it now. His title, it's title or bust.
He's sick with the
Sick
state.
with it.
Sick with it, bruh. No, he's sick with the current state of college football and what it's becoming, and that's because he's kind of a control freak. And now people could just say, "Oh, I don't like Jim Harbaugh or Michigan. See ya. I'm going somewhere else any week of the year."
Yeah.
And people could say, "Hey, Jim, I'm making more money than you are this year, chump. What are you going to do about it?" I would do that.
Clom Saw says Les Miles is in Kansas.
He's in Kansas.
We're not in Kansas anymore. Les
Not
Miles.
yet. Listen up.
Come on
Buttercup.
up to Ann Arbor. Tell us about Planet Fitness, though.
I will. Because Planet Fitness is the home of the judgment-free zone with membership starting at $10 a month. Join in club or online at planetfitness.com. And, of course, don't miss when Woodward Sports is broadcasting live from Planet Fitness on Eureka Road in Southgate all day on Friday, January 6th, the first Friday of the new year. Meet Darren McCarty, Braylon Edwards, Ryan Armani, and the rest of the team. Chance to win tickets to see Joel Embiid, James Harden, and the 76ers take on the Detroit Pistons on January 8th. Free pizza for all from 12 p.m. to 3 p.m. So make sure you check out Planet Fitness, where your fitness is essential.
We don't like to brag that we are the toughest sports network in Detroit, but we do have a guy named Darren McCarty on our side.
Lemieux and McCarty, who've had a good knockdown drag up. There they go, right on the whistle. They were talking to one another.
Woodward Sports.
At work and at home, we're there with smarter security solutions. Featuring complete automation with customized alerts and more. For over 90 years, we've been the company that's been counted on to protect what matters most, all with personalized service and care. Right now, for a limited time, receive a free video device plus free installation with a new home system. Guardian Alarm. We protect Michigan.
Make sure you download the Woodward Sports app in the App Store and the Google Play Store today. Take Woodward Sports with you wherever you go and listen live on your phone or mobile device.
Uptime.
Matters.
Uptime.
Alt Equipment has everything you need to get the job done.
That's pretty good, too.
You have a big project coming up? Alta Rent has you covered. Call them today at 844. Go to Alta. Again, that's 844. Go to Alta. Alta Equipment where
Uptime
matters.
Dude, that's pretty good. That's your radio
good.
voice?
That good?
That was pretty good. Yeah.
Chris, you try it. I feel like you got going.
Jazz, B98.7.
Smooth jazz, B98.7.
Today. Is that? I feel like that's. Oh, that's part of it.
Didn't do it.
I didn't, because I got distracted by Easy's voice. But this is incredible.
He's
memorized. I'm 100% on you. At least he was joking. Remember when Katy Perry did that weird shit on stage with the Migos?
Yeah.
And she was like,
No,
like, what was she doing?
No, Spencer, what you, that's weirder.
Yeah.
Did you see that?
What?
Where she knocked her eye back into place?
Oh, that's what you were doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought you, because every day you have like, some weird body malfunctions. I never know what the hell's going on. So maybe like, oh, I got a shit.
Dude, I get like a poop spell. Like it like hits me, and then I get a little chill. I get some goosebumps. And
I got this. Blood sugar's low.
Honestly, though, Chris, you got some nicknames for us?
I do.
I know
have
you were
some
excited
nicknames.
for this one.
Listen, me and my boy, shout out Josh, we were going
100%.
through these, and this is ridiculous. We were looking up stats of players. So Gilbert Arenas, you got Agent Zero, Hibachi, right? Those are real.
That's a dope one. No Chill Gil.
Nacho is another one, apparently.
Nacho.
So is Black President. And also, he goes by the nickname General. Now, that might have been because of the locker room
General,
incident.
that was probably because of the locker room incident.
Dwight Howard, you got D12 and Superman, okay?
Okay.
Then you got the Daily Double. Whoever called it the Daily Double?
Isn't that like a Little Caesars thing?
Yeah, something, yeah.
Daily Double?
Something like that.
Or like a newspaper?
Yeah.
I think that's a McDonald's thing.
This is the best one. This is the best one here. So Carmelo Anthony, you got Mello. You got Hoodie Mello.
Yes.
But then you got Sweet Melon. Or just Mel.
Sweet Melon? Who?
And lastly,
Lala's in that bitch like, I call him Sweet Melon at home.
And then lastly, you got Ja, who's just G12. Makes no sense.
G12?
It's not even G in his name, but Ja, G. He is kind of G.
He is G.
Remember when he told that
What's
one?
the best nickname?
That one guy on Twitter. He got those hollow tips for him.
Yeah.
I think it's the answer. I think it's Allen Iverson. I like that one.
I think it's AK-47.
Hey, yo.
How about that full Bogdanovich?
Full Bogdanovich is pretty funny.
Oh, he hate me from the XFL.
Yeah.
That's a nickname. He
That's
hate
a good
me?
one, yeah.
That is kind of hard. I'm not gonna lie.
Prime
The truth
time
was always good for Paul Pierce.
The truth is good.
I never liked that
hate
one.
Paul Pierce.
I didn't like that one.
Yeah, I hate
Probably
Paul
'cause I don't
Pierce,
like
but
Paul
that
Pierce.
was-
That's probably
But
why.
that's a great nickname. Come on.
Paul Pierce.
Paul Pierce talked the
but-
most shit.
Yeah.
Paul Pierce talks the most shit. When he said he was better than D Wade and our boy Jay Rose hit him with the facts live on air,
That was
that was awesome. Jalen's the man for that.
Jalen was
And Jalen also, like me and my boy Billy talk about like things that are like too perfect for like real life. And it's like always perfect, always impeccable, and like Jalen Rose's hairline is one of those where it's like always perfect
in person too
at all times.
Yeah,
like he must get his haircut literally every day.
Diddy does,
and Diddy gets his haircut like every 12 hours.
Yeah. So is Khaled.
Like Steve Harvey's teeth, like those are way too like perfect to be real, and they're just like impeccable. And there's another one, somebody's mustache. I forget who it was, but Jalen Rose's hairline was like number one because we watched a lot of basketball, and it's just literally perfect every time.
Perfect.
Jay Rose is the man.
I can't think of any good nicknames off the top of my head.
Prime time.
Prime time was good.
I liked Megatron.
Black
I like
Mamba.
Megatron.
Megatron, Black Mamba.
Black Mamba. I do like Black Mamba.
White chocolate.
How about this? You remember
Slim Jesus?
Sports Nation?
Yeah.
And Michelle Beauty used to always call LeBron the Akron Hammer. Were you guys like on with that one?
The Akron Hammer?
Because I remember LeBron.
That sounded a little personal.
Me and Michelle Beadle used to DM back and forth.
Stop playing.
I swear to
I
God.
had a big crush
Me
on
too.
Michelle Beadle.
Yeah. Me too.
She could still. Michelle, what's up?
I love Michelle Beadle.
I'm on the market now.
She's
Michelle.
great.
She's so cool.
Yeah, and she's great at her job.
Yeah.
She is good at her job.
Yeah.
Michelle, what's
and
up?
she talks shit to people, which I like.
Yeah.
She does? Like, randomly on Twitter?
Like, I mean, if somebody like says some stupid shit, she'll like call them out.
Yeah.
That's funny. But yeah, I used to DM her all the time. I DM Sarah Spain a lot too.
Like what type? Spain. I like Sarah Spain too.
This guy Spencer's got
What
a
type
list.
what type of DMs do you have with Michelle Beadle?
I just like
Can't
DM
put
her.
them on
Here,
air.
I'm about to.
Hey,
Let me pull
yo!
it up. This was like before I was even in college and shit.
And
Well,
Sarah,
like at MSU.
and Sarah Spain replied back to your DMs?
Yeah, all the time.
That's crazy. You want to know something crazy? Back when I can't think of the name's coach. I think whoever came up there, Coach Lawrence for the Pistons.
Yeah.
I DM'd
Frank
them on
Lawrence?
Twitter. Yeah, I DM'd the Pistons on Twitter. And I read them. I want to hear the first DM
First DM.
to Michelle Beadle.
Hey.
She
Hey, you up?
she DM'd me first.
Stop lying. This is not loading.
I swear to God.
Turn your Wi-Fi off. What does it say?
July.
Are you dying?
July 29th,
What's wrong with your
2016.
face?
I probably
Are
tweeted
you
something
lost?
about her, and she said, "On edge, come on now, not even a little. You guys overestimate work in one's life." I said, "Oh damn, put myself in the crosshairs. It's all love over here, Beetle. I swear." I said, "I'm not angry, having fun, pointing out what's out there. You're welcome." Winking tongue out face.
Dude.
What? She like curly hair spinning. This is real. This is real.
Bro, I'm not capping, man.
Where'd you get my nudes, dude? What the? Let's see. You're the best. Tell SN to bring back Colin. Ha! We're good. Thumbs up. If you need any interns, I'd love to. I'm just kidding. Hey, Smith did shoot the shot.
Shot the shot.
She let it keep going.
Yeah, bro.
You gotta get her on the show.
I'm trying.
You have the open DMs.
I can hit her up.
Spinning, he said you're gorgeous. She said, "Well, thank you. Anytime, Other than racist, how's your day going? Wait, what?
It was like some people she's dealing with on Twitter, probably.
Dude. Okay.
I told you, man.
I feel like you have missed opportunity there. You should have sent
Spain too.
one of those.
Dude, that was 6 years ago.
I don't know
Spencer
if
got the hook up, bro.
There is one, but I won't say it on air. That they ended up marrying an NFL player I know. That was my closest to Michelle Beadle. We gotta do Sarah Spain's tomorrow.
Yeah.
Like the last 10 minutes.
All right, I'm done. But that'll do it for us today. We appreciate you all tapping in on WoodwardSports.com. Live on the Woodward Sports Network, we are the Woodward Heavyweights, live from 5 to 7. He is the one and only Speak Easy. I am Spencer Raxter. We had Chris Gladdy, the KK,
Sweet Melon,
and JB Smooth on the 1s and 2s. Shout out to everyone, including Sweet Melon. We appreciate you for tuning in. We'll catch you tomorrow. We still love you, Pat. Don't worry.
We love you, Pat.
Peace.
Bitch ass motherfucker.